quick. I got a podcast out there. I told him I was gonna fucking do this shit. Check the fuck out.
I'ma take this blunt, split that shit, dump the guts. I'ma take this weed, break it down, roll it up. Then my next issue is, where the fuck is my light? Then my next issue is, who gon' take this flight? Yeah, we smoke weed, we blow trees. Okay, play oldies, we OGs off OG. We left coast.
What's up, y'all? Make sure to tune into Ventura Tide Pod live at 9:45 p.m. Tuesdays and Fridays. You can check them out on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Thank you for listening.
What the fuck it is? It's the fucking Ventura Tide Pod. Y'all go fuck with them. Randall, Instagram, Spotify. What the fuck? Where the fuck is my lighter? Hey, yo, Cooley, you got one?
Go, Junior.
Welcome to the motherfucking Ventura Tide Pod, ladies and gentlemen. On the show for tonight, we got Jalen.
What's up?
On the mic.
What's up?
And Miss Randall.
Miss. I'm Mr.
Miss.
That's my preferred pronoun. You son of a bitch.
Mrs. Randall.
Fucking me. Yeah.
And Overdose Kid.
All right, so we're still, doing our technical stuff, but in the meantime, listen to this wonderful music by Jay Lynn, and then we're gonna get started. We might do some live beats today. We might.
Yeah.
And call in, ladies and gentlemen. Don't
At
be
10
scared.
o'clock.
Yeah,
Maybe
call
later.
in like around 10 o'clock.
10:15.
Might get something
Yeah, make sure
special.
you guys call in.
Yeah.
So you guys
Let's
can
go.
get a box of cookies.
We're doing a giveaway, edible giveaway.
We're doing an edible giveaway.
Special, like the good ones, not the
For only
bush league shit
21.
that me and Junior make. Yeah.
For only 21 and over contestants. Nobody under the age of 21.
Yeah, you have to be.
For adult consumption.
Exactly.
21 and over. No youngsters.
I love this song, dude. I've been playing it on the way to work.
Have you heard Gimme?
Yep. That's the one. That's one of the ones you sent me, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give it a guess. Ladies first.
Damn, need my water bottle.
I'll get it for you. We want to make sure we treat our guests right.
Already.
Yeah.
Damn, I got caught out like a motherfucker. I want the big one. I'm sorry, I'm bougie. I only do pH water.
Oh, okay.
It just tastes better.
Why do people?
Thank you.
Why do people like my name?
Urban.
Oh yeah, Urban. That's I'm not even gonna say the full name out loud, but that's a upcoming project. Yeah. That's a upcoming project. So there's a lot of projects going down that I can't really speak on too much.
That actually name is in Mexico.
Really?
On a bus.
The full name? That's crazy.
Not except like this.
Somebody's at the door.
What's up?
It's the crew.
That's I'm not even gonna say the
the crew.
full name out loud, but that's a upcoming project.
Be careful, everybody. You can put that. You can put that stuff on the table over
That's
there.
an upcoming project.
Yep. We're
So
going
there's a lot of
live.
projects going down that I
can't
can't
believe you
really
came
speak on.
That actually name.
Yeah, you could just move it.
Oops.
Right there.
Oh shit. All
Yeah, just be careful because it has speakers in it
right. Yeah. Big
and a freaking interface.
They put your hands up and let me hear you say that I rise. Yeah, I'm a spirit on the mic dropping.
Can you pass me my jacket?
sorry, dude.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
that
got so
little
much
sweater right there. Thank you so
What's up, my
much.
boy? What's up? Good show.
Let's
Good
go.
show, my boy.
I'm a spirit on the
Like
mic
that
dropping
shit.
knowledge to the masses, giving sight to the blind, and I rise. Feel the rhythm with your feet, feel the drums, feel the bass, and feel the
I mean,
Is this your song too?
no, that's not my
No,
song.
because okay.
No, it's not too tight. It's good. Yeah. No, it's good.
It's a different. No. Let me take care of all the stuff. Answer. Vibes or Runaway? What should we listen to next?
Vibes.
Vibes. Okay.
No, I'm
Man, a
good.
bit.
That's just gonna make my mouth even more dry. I got cotton mouth already. I just started
Yeah.
smoking.
Don't worry, the show is just getting started, ladies and gentlemen.
Ow.
mic on.
Welcome to the show, Julius.
Julius is
Julian.
in the house.
What's up, folks? Don't mind the Cheetos.
Julius.
Oh, nah.
Huh?
Thank you, though. Nah, I don't
No,
smoke.
he doesn't smoke.
Oh, we sharing mics? Oh, yeah.
He's
we sharing
California sober.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I normally
fucking
don't
with you.
smoke.
What
mics.
happened?
What are we listening to?
All right.
No, well, the reason why I don't like to smoke is because it fucks up your teeth, and so I just been consuming weed.
Look at my teeth.
You get the ODK teeth.
No.
You
Overdose.
sure you don't want to be on the show? All right. She's not even talking. That's how little she wants to be on the show.
Mysterious.
All right. The mysterious woman in the corner. All right, Junior. And now introduce the show. Now we're really
We gotta
starting.
reboot. Because
Reboot,
we have another
brother.
Cast member.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Jalen. All right. Come on, you got
Fuck
this.
She's about to make beats live.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a fucking
Yeah.
really true
Hey, if
stoner.
anybody wants to see.
This is a really true stoner.
Hey, real quick, though, I'm back. Y'all thought I was done. I'm back.
There it is.
Round 2.
Yeah.
On the mic. 1, 2.
There we go. We're gonna have like some. I don't know what's gonna happen in here.
We
We're just
don't
gonna
know
wing
what's
it.
gonna
We're just
happen.
gonna wing it.
Hey,
yeah.
That's the
Cheetos.
best way.
Cheetos. Come on,
Hey,
man.
hey.
Come on, Cheetos.
Hey.
All right. So you don't smoke, but you do eat edibles, right?
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, this is Julius.
I brought some
Julius
edibles.
Julius
Fireman.
We almost got it. No, I don't smoke, but you know, I'll dabble from time to time. You know, have a 3-day, 4-day weekend. I'll go on a 3-day, 4-day trip in my room with a bag of
Hot Cheetos.
medicated
Yeah.
Cheetos. Cheetos.
Those are medicated. They could be.
Yes.
Is that true?
Not those ones.
Not these
No,
ones.
no.
These ones was regular schmegular, but
Yeah, this is Julius Frierson, stand-up comedian, ladies and gentlemen. He was on the show last week, and we didn't even get to him because we had so many callers.
yeah,
you know.
they blew it up.
Yeah, the callers
was
blew it
blowing
up.
up,
We told
yeah.
too many people to call. So, Julius Frierson, stand-up comedian. We have J805, Jay Lynn. Is that?
Jalen in the house.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey,
Yeah,
motherfucking
she's a
Ventura
beat
type
maker.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear right there, baby.
Motherfucking Ventura type
That's exactly
ladies
what I
and
was waiting for,
gentlemen.
too.
You're right, dude. You're right.
Do it.
Let's do our trademark. Go ahead, Junior. Now I fed you the names. You do the rest, my friend.
Welcome to the motherfucking Ventura Tide Pod. We got
Yeah.
Jalen. Oh shit.
Julius Frierson.
Julius.
Yeah,
Julius
real quick
Frierson.
though. Yeah, look.
Fuck, bro. I get nervous,
real
bro. I
quick,
get nervous.
But that's
Real
why.
quick, though.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. I'm not.
All right,
I'm
it's-
not, I'm not
If he
faking
watches
it.
the show, he won't be
That's why
offended.
you're gonna be
Yeah.
famous.
I get
That's why you are
nervous, bro.
famous.
Here you go. Pass it
Oh
around.
shit.
All right. So, special show tonight. I just want to do like a couple housekeeping things before because I said I would do it. First of all, a very special thing. I wear this t-shirt.
Oh, he's stripping.
Sean in Vegas. Yeah, I'm going to just strip my top layer. I got he sent me the Brave Like Baylor shirt.
All right.
So just showing support for Baylor, his 2-year-old daughter. She's suffering from cancer. She's going through chemo right now. So just wanted to show our support for you, Baylor. So everybody, sending good thoughts to Baylor, and best wishes to Sean from Vegas, Brave Like Baylor. And I also wrote this down. We're gonna call Liz Campos in a little bit because she wanted to go over the bike ban. She's a city council member from District 1, the Ventura Avenue. So she's the boss of the Ventura Avenue. She wants to call in. She was one of the only people that voted against the bike ban on city council. So she wanted to say
Dang.
something about it.
That's
She
crazy.
wanted to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah. She tried to change it to only e-bikes. Sorry, ODK.
I'm so annoyed, man. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't get it. All right. And I want to say thank you, Ron from the Burn Shop. We're burning your incense right here. Everybody, check him out at the Ventura College Swap Meet. He makes his own incense. He makes these really cool incense burners that catches all the ash. And he makes his own smells that basically he makes girls like totally want to get undressed if you burn it in your house. All right. We got Jen from the Pawn Shop of Ventura. Go check it out. Right now we're just thinking about adapters for all this music equipment we have right here.
She has a lot.
Yeah, if you know what, if we went to the pawn shop, we wouldn't even be asking for these adapters. You know, she has them all in a big bucket. You could just bring your machines down there and see what fits instead of ordering it from Amazon, then sending it back, creating a giant carbon footprint.
Nice.
Just go to the pawn shop, plug it in.
All you gotta
It's
tell her is
less. It's better for the environment to reuse than recycle. Believe it or not.
Bad idea.
Yeah, so check it out. Go to the pawn shop of Ventura on Thompson Boulevard. Tell her the Tide Pod sent you, and she probably will not give you a discount. All right. All right, and
I need another camcorder. I need
Yeah.
4 angles.
and everybody check out the Julius podcast. Hey, I was gonna ask you, you have 2 podcasts or 1?
So I have 1 podcast. So every Mondays and Tuesdays, I'll upload a comedy bit. Like, I don't know, anywhere 5 to 20 minutes. And then every Thursdays, that's when I release the podcast.
Okay.
okay.
All right. And it's on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, so it's called The Real Quick Though Podcast, but the channel itself is called Black Truffle TV.
Okay.
Black Truffle.
Everybody like that name. Everybody like Black
Yeah,
Truffles.
Shuffling.
I fucking love black truffles, man.
I was at Saddle Ranch, and it was on the menu, and I was all like, that's going to be me now. Black Truffle.
All right. So how are you doing this evening? All the way from Santa Barbara?
All the way from Santa Barbara.
So you used to live in Ventura?
I was in Ventura. I actually lived off of the avenue. I was on
Oh, okay.
the avenue in Thompson, so right there at that new development. And then I lost my job, and I was living where I worked at. So they gave me 7 days to move, and I fucking bossed up and got a place out in Ventura, and then I was looking for jobs. Like, normally I would have jumped into the job. I even got offered jobs. So I work in property management. And I was going to start working a job like 2 days after. But I decided not to because I was like, fuck, I need to find a place to stay. Ended up moving, and then I got a job. And we, like, locked into a 12-month lease. So we had to pay, like, a large-ass lease break fee. You know, but we ended up in Santa Barbara, and everything worked out because the place that I'm at now, they don't charge me rent, so I get to live there rent free. They cover the utilities, the internet, and so I was like, damn. Like, it just ended up working out. Like, right, that fucking part. It ended up working out, so now we in Santa Barbara, and I think it's time to make some moves in Santa Barbara.
Ooh, okay. Well, we definitely miss you here in Ventura.
What? Free everything?
Hey, can Julius move in?
Work.
Just for the Wi-Fi, you know.
Shit.
6 of us.
Do you want to smoke? No? Okay. You might smoke just because of the second hand.
Right,
Yeah.
the secondhand smoke.
Yeah. All right.
Not because when you said bossed up, that was the first thing I thought of, because you said you left Ventura to go live in a more expensive city. That's a hell of a
Yeah,
boss
I always
up right
thought,
there. Hello?
sorry, I'm calling Liz Campos. Lady.
Oh yeah, let's call her.
I told her I'd call her right now. Sorry.
Let me.
I
actually
tried to
put this on
multitask the
airplane mode.
conversation while I called her. Yeah.
He's calling the police.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, you're on the Ventura
Liz.
Tide Pod. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Liz Campos, City Council person from District 1. That's the Ventura Avenue and a little bit of Pierpont. So, welcome to the show.
Hi, Liz.
Thank you. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
Before we get into the bikes, I just want to say it's interesting that people have to leave Ventura and go to Santa Barbara to find housing because we're such a mess here.
Well, actually, that you say that, when I was working where I was at in Ventura, we noticed that a lot of people were moving out from Santa Barbara because there's such a housing crisis.
Yeah.
And there still is, like, where I currently am now, we have no apartments. And the dope part about the move is that where I was working was super corporate. They were, like, all about the numbers. When I got to Santa Barbara, it was a low-income tax credit community that offered me a position, and they offered me free housing, and I just thought it was a blessing. It aligned more with my purpose. You know, like, the place that I was working at, oh, man. $2,700 for an affordable, like, a unit that was considered affordable, and it was a studio at 525 square feet.
It was a studio?
Yes, and it was considered affordable housing.
Yeah. It's a big problem in Ventura. which I'm hoping to take on.
Excuse my facial
We've been
expression,
doing
yo.
meetings and podcasts about it here, but it's amazing that
It's like the number one issue.
now we're meeting people with real life experience in every walk of life. So thank you for finding something better in Santa Barbara. I hate that you had to leave Ventura.
I didn't want to
I'm
leave.
sure everybody misses you.
I didn't want to leave. I loved it. We were like right by the beach, you know, and I definitely wanted to contribute more to the community. But now that I'm out there, you know, I'm not going to say I'm limited. I feel like we get to expand a little bit more. I get to learn a little bit more. And I get to really focus and hone in on my ideas. The other dope part is that I only work 9 to 4, so I'm only working like 6 hours, 5 hours if you don't count lunch, you know. I get off at 4, and it still gives me time to do things that I need to do for myself, create, go for walks, meet, you know, new people, check out State Street or what have you. But I actually have questions for you. Okay. So I wanted to know, what was the reason why they decided to do the ban on bikes? Was it a financial issue? Was it because a businesses called in? Like, what was like the reason this even got prompted in the first place?
Old white people.
Well, yeah, it's really hard to know because even the presentation they gave to the city council initially didn't tell us much.
That sounds about
the
right.
police chief. One thing is so we're still understaffed in the city.
Mm-hmm.
So the police chief himself wrote this so-called regulation, and he didn't back it up with a lot of facts.
So it was the police chief. To me, it sounds like, I'm just making an assumption here, and I'm only saying this because where I was working at, we used to get a lot of skateboarders, and it was a brand new building. They just put in this brand new ass, like, so first of all, like when it was still being built, they had a fence around it. And so they built this like kind of a seating area where people can sit like on the corner, and it was all white. And so skateboarders were coming by and like skating on it, and they fucked it up. So we had to spend thousands of dollars to get it replaced. And we were calling the cops, you know, was my job. And I hated it. I was conflicted because I was like, damn, I have to go out there and tell them to stop skateboarding. Like, what the fuck? You know, I'm pretty sure they caught me on camera. But it was a dope-ass spot. All the skateboarders would come. As soon as we removed that fence, they would come and skateboard. And they fucked that up. And then there was another time because there's actually a garage inside. You can't see it unless you know the property. But at the top of the garage, there was no cars there. And we used to get, like, kids on bicycles. Like going up there and fucking, you know,
going all the way up to the top.
Going all the way up to the top and just like kicking it. And we would have to kick them off of the property. And a lot of times when that happens, we do have to call the cops. And I'm guessing that either there's money involved or a business that has money, or they were getting like phone calls from a lot of other businesses around the city of Ventura.
Turn it off. Yeah. It's a foot switch.
So that's an interesting theory. Where was the building that you were in? Is it like down on Thompson?
Yep, it's that brand new building. I can't really say too much because
there's a lot of brand new buildings on Thompson, but
it's a foot switch.
I think I know the one you mean.
Yeah. Yeah. You know where the wave is at, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
So that one. There's another one also over by the wharf that had some of the same issues for a while.
I know exactly which one you're talking about. And I believe that those two buildings are the same company. They're the same property management company.
Yeah, the same ownership. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the irony is the bicycles and skateboards aren't banned from there. They're not banned from Thompson or Ventura Avenue, Santa Clara Street. They're banned in the Main Street Moves area.
Like where
which is,
all the restaurants
so that's from the kind of from the avenue, but really past the mission, from in front of the mission, the church mission, or Figueroa Plaza, all the way up just past the E.P. Foster Library. So it's from First Street down to Figueroa Street, and it's closed to traffic. And then it's also up and down California Street to Santa Clara.
And you said it's close to traffic, so then that makes me wonder if they were getting phone calls because of accidents that were happening. But I did read somewhere, somebody made a comment that said that there was no accidents recorded. I don't remember who posted that, but
Well, there's a couple things where there's 5 kids who are probably 14 to 16, and they don't have good mentors, and their parents are working like 2.5 jobs each full time to try and pay rent and stuff. And so these 5 kids are kind of mischievous and get into trouble sometimes. So there were people making videos of them
yes.
riding their electric bikes on Main Street
Okay.
and then sending those videos to the police. But I saw some of those videos. There were no injuries. When the kids were riding fast, none of the people in authority taking the videos said, hey, you guys, it's better if you slow down in this area because there's little kids and, families that might not be aware you're there and could get hurt. No, nobody said anything to them. And so when they're making the videos, the kids would wave at the camera. And then the person would say, go ahead and wave, show me your face. I've already called the police. So then, the reaction of a 15-year-old, he flips the bird to him.
Oh, gosh.
And it becomes a negative experience. And so I saw 4 different videos like that. And then I was at Starbucks one day, and 6 kids were coming. So the same 5, I know who they are, were coming down from the high school area down onto Main Street Moves area. And there's an older guy that rides a really high-speed electric bike around town. And he just thinks he's all that. And so he was at the corner of Chestnut, but just coming up from Santa Clara. And as the kids whizzed past, he yelled at him, slow down, idiots. And one of the kids turned around and said, hey, why don't you have some respect for young people? The guy got mad and he took off after him and he ran into one of their bikes and totally destroyed it. And that kid was injured.
So definitely ban bikes.
So electric bikes, okay,
So they want to do a ban
can
on
be
electric?
dangerous. But the idea is to ban crazy people.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Let the normal people have their bikes. Take care of the people who act out and make the problems. And this was an adult, that really started it.
I think that maybe we should have more bike safety programs for kids, it's something that's mandatory, I don't know, instead of just banning bikes, I think they should do some bike
Well,
safety.
we have a guy in town who has set up through the Rotary Club, he has set up a program in Ventura School District where
Is that the Pizza
kids,
Dad?
Yeah, Pizza
Oh
Dad.
yeah, that's a homie right there.
Carlos
Shout out,
Landero.
Very cool.
shout out to Carlos. Shout out to Bike for
Yeah.
a Cause.
Yeah.
That's the homie right
Yeah.
there.
So he has done a real good job. He gets the kids in the disadvantaged neighborhoods learning how to ride their bikes, how to be safe, what the rules are, and then they're given free bikes by the Rotary Club. It's a good program, and those kids are responsible. And now they can't come to Main Street.
Right.
And Main Street has never been, since the close when COVID started, has never been overrun with skateboards. So adding skateboards into it is kind of strange, particularly now when we have brought the X Games to Ventura. And a lot of people say, wow, what does that mean? Why is that connected?
I think that maybe
because they don't know that X Games are extreme sports with skateboards and bicycles and things. People don't know that. But the police chief knows that.
So maybe we
So-
should add bike trails for these kids. Like, besides that, just one like bike trail. Maybe they should have like I don't know. You know how they have like
Yeah, that
skate
I have
parks,
seen
like
before.
yeah, do bike trails. I remember when I was young, when I was a kid, I used to ride my bike through these little bike trails,
Yeah.
like in the woods, and we
we
would like.
have bike trails.
So I feel like
We have a bike trail that runs all the way from Oxnard to Santa Barbara.
Oh, damn.
Up
But
along
what
the
kind of
coast.
trail is it? Does it have ramps? I'm talking about trails that have ramps on it. Put some ramps.
Oh, you
in.
mean ones they can? So we have some people on the west side of Ventura who are active with the kids, and they have portable ramps they'll take to the parks and set up for them and stuff. But for me, a lot of the problem with this new law is not just about those few kids. Like yesterday morning, I was downtown at just before 8 in the morning to meet someone. And I was sitting at a table downtown. No shops were open. They had to bring their own little stool because all the chairs are like chained up at night, but the tables are sitting there. So we're sitting there, and while we're there, at least 7 or 8 families went by with, 2 adults riding bicycles and the very little kids on little kids' bicycles riding along with them. There was at one point, these 2 kids, probably 5 and 6 or 4 and 6, went tearing past me on little bicycles. And I looked back to see if anyone was with them. And there was a lady with a brand new baby about 2 months old with one of those strollers you can jog with.
Mm-hmm.
She was jogging to lose her pregnancy weight, going uphill, the uphill direction on Main Street. And her kids were riding, like a bat out of hell till they got to the crosswalk. They got to the street and they stopped. They stopped and waited and they crossed with mom. Then they took off again to the next block. And, those families don't have anywhere safe to have their little kids ride bikes. And so it really is kind of, and these are all people from the west side. Main Street is in my district, this part of Main Street. It's all my district.
Mm-hmm.
So the people have told me, there was a man who spoke at last Monday's city council meeting named Eric Berg. Eric Berg has a significant, important company in Ventura,
Mm-hmm.
which does a lot of grant writing for the city.
Okay.
So it was his company that wrote the grant that got the millions of dollars donated for a brand new state-of-the-art skateboard park in West Ventura. It's not built yet.
Okay.
So there's a few kids on skateboards waiting for that to be built. He also got a much larger grant to clean up and widen and pave the bike path that runs from Ventura to Ojai, and to put trees on all the bike paths so there's shade, and then build out some areas so the kids
Sounds
can do their
nice.
things on those bike paths. He spoke last night. He rides his bike everywhere. He rides his bike to work. He's been hit by cars twice in the last year and a half.
Damn.
Not on Main Street,
Yeah, there
riding on
was
Santa Clara.
on.
And Santa Clara is where the police want it to go. So it's like,
Well, Santa
it
Clara.
boggles my mind that they're doing this.
I've actually seen somebody get hit on Santa Clara because my
Yeah.
apartment like faced that way, and
Yeah.
I remember I had just opened the balcony door to let some air out, and it was on St. Patrick's Day.
Were you letting air out,
Oh,
or were you
wow.
smoking a joint?
No, like my husband's dad and his friends came to help me build my desk, and everybody was just like sweating because like we had to go up
Yeah.
like 3 flights of stairs just to get to our place. Like,
Oh, wow.
so anyways, I open the door and I just see a fucking guy get hit, and my car was like right behind this van, and the guy, I guess like the car hit him, the bicyclist flipped over and hit the car in front of mine and busted out the back windshield. And I
He hit
went,
it that hard.
he hit
yeah.
it that hard, and I went downstairs to go check on him. I called the cops, you know, because I was like, I think this guy needs an ambulance. And I asked them, I was like, do you guys want me to call the cops? And they're like, yeah, but they were like not helping. The cops were like, well, unless he calls, we can't do anything. You know,
What's
and I'm
wrong
like,
with these?
I'm like, damn,
whatever.
this guy is like not in his right mind right now
I
to
didn't
try
know
to
that
fucking
was
call you.
the
But
policy.
anyways, I jumped in my car and I parked that shit in the garage because fuck that. I did not have car insurance at that moment, so I was like, nah. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that
it
might
was.
have been Eric who spoke at the meeting because he's gotten smashed bad on Santa Clara.
Yeah.
He'll be the first one to say it's a miracle I wasn't in
Dude, he
intensive
flipped
care.
his whole bike like in
Yeah.
a 360 fucking.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't believe we're sending our kids down that street. Man, what's
Santa
wrong
Clara
with
is
these?
crazy.
We can't.
But I just
You
think it
can't
was
send your
at
kids
this point.
down
I think
that
it was a
street.
drunk driver because it was St. Patrick's Day. Everybody was out
Mhm.
drinking. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can't really blame it on the bicyclist. At that point, it's like, dude, you're driving under the influence. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
It's-
Well, I would
Worst day to
never.
bike.
I would never blame that bicyclist or any bicyclist on Santa Clara Street because when we closed Main Street, we moved the buses to Santa Clara Street, but we left parking on two sides. So really, if we want to run buses on Santa Clara, we should eliminate parking on one side of the street. And then, of course, we have too much parking, but
That's my
we
parking
really
spot,
need
too.
to start getting out of our cars because of climate.
There's no
That's a
parking.
whole nother show, though.
There's absolutely no
I-
parking in Ventura. There's like nowhere to park in Ventura sometimes. Like it gets, and I'm just saying like during the work hours, it gets pretty busy or
Yeah.
when everybody gets off, like I tend to see. And then there's like parking structures where people can park, but they're not allowed to because no parking between 3 a.m. to like 5 a.m.
Oh
type
yeah,
of
because
Yeah, and that's-
they want you to drive drunk.
Well, yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
We need a
No parking
We
from when
have
the
a
bar is closed to
downtown-
when you wake up. Yeah, good
we have
idea.
a downtown parking commission, but the people who are on it are some of the people who have power over those parking lots or who own those bars that don't want people to park in the parking lot. And so there's a lot of problems that we need to fix. But regarding bicycles on Main Street, they should be allowed to keep biking. There's also a lot of employees affected who ride their bikes from the west side to downtown
Yep.
to not drive cars. And so one thing I will say is the police are not going to be hanging out on Main Street waiting to give tickets.
Oh, good, because I'm gonna ride my bike anyways.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I figured.
I don't understand why. I heard they banned roller skates too. That sounds like a little bit like gone too far.
Excessive. It's
Well,
excessive.
and there's also a problem because the police chief's not a lawyer or a legislator, and so
He didn't think it
the
through.
law is written so bad, so ambiguous, and there's no enforcement written into it. So really, until we fix it, we can't do much with it.
Hey,
It's just kind of a scare tactic to get rid of the kids on electric bikes.
oh okay.
And they're the least likely to obey the law. So
Yeah, ODK rides one, so yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's correct. Yeah.
no, I mean, there's so many people. All the people who open the restaurants, they don't open them early, but they go in and do all the setup and stuff. They all ride their bikes to work.
Yep.
And there's nobody else on Main Street in those during that time. Till 11 a.m., it's pretty quiet. So, why would you make a rule like that? It needs to be limited hours. It needs to be not every vehicle. Electric bicycles, I really think should be banned from Main Street moves. However, I don't think skateboards should be. I don't think regular bicycles should be.
Yeah.
I think we need a speed limit.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I think that motorized like bikes should be allowed, but there should be a speed limit because I know that some of those bikes. Okay, those bikes are not supposed to go over 50 miles an hour. However, there are ways that you can...
ODK's goes 22 miles per hour.
Yeah, there's a way that you can actually tweak it to go faster than that.
Yeah.
I seen one dude. Out of here.
Well,
Like,
actually,
And at that point, is like, do you even need a license at that point? You
it was
know?
black. All
well,
black.
you pay
Tires
for the
and
motor.
Okay.
I want one of those.
You pay for the motor on your bike, so they call them classes A, B, and C.
Okay.
And a class A bike only goes like 15 from 15 to 18
It's like a
miles
golf
an hour.
cart.
Class B is like 18 to 27 miles an hour, or 25 miles an hour,
Liz, I'm like,
which I think is what ODK has. And then a Class C is banned in the state of California. They go like close to 40 miles an hour.
But
They're
we have
banned in the
motorcycles.
state, but there are people who have them. I think the guy that went after the kid has a very fast.
See, he needs to be canceled altogether. Like, what are you doing?
He needs to go back to Kentucky.
Like, come on.
Liz, that's why I appreciate you so much. You do your homework, like you to the point where you know about the different classes of e-bikes. Like you really know your stuff, and it's like I just wish some of the other people on council would like do just like 1/8 of the research that you do on these topics,
Right.
so they actually knew what they're doing. Because no, I'm not everybody. I'm saying this. Liz is not saying this, but Doug Halter, my rep. He doesn't even know the difference between any e-bikes and a scooter. Like that guy does not do his homework. He's constantly clueless, and you don't have to comment because I know you got to work with him and all that. But
Well,
that's just my Randall's opinion.
Some of my fellow council people work full-time jobs, and I don't. So I have a little bit more time, possibly.
That's a nice way
than
to say
some
was
of
a
them.
very-
Although
that was
I
very
have 3 meetings
sweet of
every
you.
day, but
Very
Yeah.
professional.
That's a nice diplomatic answer. Appreciate it. Yeah, well done. You're a politician and an
well,
activist.
no, I'm not. I'm no politician. I would be much happier up there if I was a politician. I have to fight every day. But I also want to say, I was not the only person who voted against the final reckoning of it this week.
Yeah.
It was finalized this week, sort of, and I voted against it because it's too vague and ambiguous. It's the kind of law that the Supreme Court loves.
Could we make
overturn.
proposals to this? Like, is there still time if people wanted to make proposals that they can write proposals and send them to the city to be considered? You know,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
okay.
Email the city council all your ideas and include the city attorney and the city manager.
Do you have those email addresses, and can I?
So what you do is you email council at cityofventura.ca.gov and put a CC, put the subject bike rules, and then CC all council members, city attorney, and city manager. And the clerk will distribute it to all of us. And we have the best clerk in California. He's transparent and honest. So that way everybody will get it. And the city attorney is going to have to fix the ambiguities in this regulation before it can really be utilized. Even though we put a hard date of July 1st on it, he'll have to take care of those problems. And the question of roller skates, it's absurd. So, and then Bill McReynolds has teenage children or young, or, a little bit older, college-age children who skateboard. So he also voted no, and I think that was over the skateboard question.
Ventura Forward is gonna have a lot more to do than take down stickers now.
Yeah. I don't think so, because Ventura Forward rides an electric scooter.
Ooh, he's on your side.
We'll be able to
Yeah.
take that into
Join forces.
consideration.
Join forces. Well, we're gonna TBD. We're gonna announce. And Liz Campos has nothing to do with this, but we're gonna be riding down Main Street, in a very safe manner as a way to protest this.
Yes.
And that's what we're gonna do. But Liz Campos is not condoning this.
Yes, and absolutely. Like, I condone protesting.
You gonna ride with us?
I also asked. I need to see what day it is and what time you guys are gonna go
July
out.
1st.
July 1st, and then what time?
TBD.
Okay.
What time can you make it? Then
I get off
around your-
work. Okay, I get off work at 4. So, but it's
All right.
traffic around that time, so I probably won't be there until like 5:30.
It's alright, we got
5,
daylight.
Do
yeah.
you work
Got
7
daylight
days?
8 o'clock.
I am off on Saturdays and Sundays.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah. What
So,
if it's
you know,
on Saturday?
The thing about protests is they don't just happen once.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
go on, and so, you know.
and I
Every
feel like
hour
this is
on the
a
hour.
really good
I'm
opportunity.
sure everybody would welcome you if you came on one of your days off.
Okay.
Although I'm nothing to do with that organizing or anything.
No, I mean, no, you do not have anything.
No.
But what I do want to put out there is that when we are out there during the protest to, you know, give this information out there that you just gave us. Start giving people the email address to the city council and ask everybody to write up grants and write proposals. Sorry, I said grants. I'm thinking about money. I'm talking about writing proposals and yes, write grants because you can get money that way too. But go out there, write these proposals. Don't just think that when these instances happen, when, you know, banned bikes get put into place, that that's the end. No, it's not the end. You still have a voice. Use it. But our voice is strong when it's many of us and in numbers. So I do urge everybody to go out there and write proposals and get it in papers. You have to get your paper straight in order to get your paper straight. And that's part of getting your paper straight is, you know, write these proposals out, give it to them, submit it to them, and do it in numbers. And that's how we make change in our community, you know, along with the protests.
I also will add, you guys are wonderful saying I don't condone this and don't, you know, I'm not part of it. But the fact is, the U.S. Constitution gives us the right to redress our grievances with government. And sometimes that means calling or emailing your council members or your board of supervisors. Sometimes it means going and standing with posters outside the building. Sometimes it means civil disobedience, which is not following the new law. And so I support the U.S. Constitution 100%. And if my entire community wants to do civil disobedience, I support it.
All right,
Right
I
on.
hear that. Hey, you're not the first. You're not the first one to feel that way. You know, during 2020, when we were having, you know, the Black Lives Matter protest, somebody from City Council actually came to one of those events, and I was giving a speech about, you know, getting involved in City Council and not just out here protesting on the streets, but actually making a difference, like within your government and within your community. And she told us about the Father Sarah statue. And so we just started telling everybody, and it like spread like wildfire. And just to see that change, that statue got taken down, how powerful that was, that we actually had a voice and we were actually making a difference around our city.
It's true. And I was at those protests, the Black Lives Matter protests, and I spoke at the Father Sarah protest because I had some intimate knowledge about the process of making him a saint, because I worked for the Franciscans at the time that happened. And it was a very, very beautifully powerful time, and all people of color were united around both issues. And so we have to keep up that energy and that respect for each other.
Yes.
We have to.
Yes.
Otherwise, we're just going to let the kind of descent into fascism continue. So.
All right, Liz. Hey, Liz, one question, because I know you got it. It's your bedtime.
I was falling asleep.
Yeah, I know. Just like you told me about this bike ban like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
You know, and so I feel like we, you know, if you felt strongly about this, you know, maybe we missed the boat a little bit. Is there anything on the docket for the next council meeting or July and August that people need to start perking their ears up for?
Okay, so July 10th, there's a couple things coming up. Hopefully, on July 10th, I'll be able to put through a policy consideration for our council to announce or make a statement that we're supporting our state government in the effort to have single payer health care. We really need, it's kind of Medicare for all, but it's a state plan. But we really need to make sure everybody's insured. So anybody who emails and speaks about that, it's helpful. The other thing is we're making decisions about our climate action plan. And we know from recent studies that the city of Ventura or the county of Ventura is the number 3 fastest warming county in the United States.
Well,
So we really need to show up about climate issues.
You can connect
all of you people who have children, you know, there's no future for them if we don't start really demanding action from our city.
Well, you can connect that to Bike for a Cause. Because,
exactly. Yeah. Carlos and I are really tight. So, yeah.
Okay.
But it's not just about bikes. It's the public policy that brings money into the city to protect people and buildings and to reduce fossil fuel use by, giving incentives for electric cars, planting trees. We're cutting down trees all the time in Ventura and not replanting them. So all those things have to be stated. So the document that we're going to review is like 400 pages. It's huge. So I'm already reading through it, and I have 5 other people reading through it.
Jeez.
So when I find things that need to be acted on, I will send you guys out a message.
Yes, please, please.
So both of those things, I think, are coming July 10th.
Okay, and then how long will it take for this whole bike policy to be put into place, set in stone, just so we have enough time to
July 1st, I believe.
Is it?
Well, they want to put it in place July 1st.
Okay.
However, if the people rise up and demand it be written properly, and we already have 3 or 4 people who've emailed that. One of them was a planning commissioner for the county for like 15 years. So he actually wrote a better regulation.
Yeah.
That allows people, he rides his bike on Main Street. He's like 80 years old. He rides safely, I assure you. And so he wrote up a really nice plan around it. And so just give us your ideas so we can push back and bring it back.
Yeah. And if you don't know how to write, just have ChatGPT do it.
Yeah.
It's all good. It does a great job.
Yeah. So, thank you very much,
All right, well, thank you, Liz
you.
Campos, District 1, Ventura Avenue. Well, we love you, Liz. I mean, I appreciate you fighting for us so much. I mean...
Hey, and you guys, we got to stand together. I can't do it alone, so...
Make this
Well,
community stronger.
let us know, and we'll sick the Tide Pod listeners on them, which may hurt your cause, may actually set you back, so be careful.
I'm the biggest
problem
right now.
Sometimes ODK, if he's on your side, it actually works against you.
No.
No. He's great.
Yeah, and Junior, we're trying to get him to reduce his carbon footprint because he needs to stop smoking joints so much.
Well,
you don't stop.
Did you ever hear of edibles?
Yeah.
Junior?
Speaking of edibles, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yes.
Yeah, what do we, what's our sponsor of the night?
We want to go ahead and plug Stone Dart.
Yeah. Hey, y'all quit around here, baby.
Yes. So we're gonna be giving
I knew it was
away.
theirs.
We were gonna be giving away a box, and the box that we have right now is gonna be half trippy and half stony.
Okay.
They have some amazing cookies. So we're gonna give a box out fresh, but.
Yeah.
We
didn't do a giveaway.
We're gonna do a giveaway. We need people to call in, and we'll do a raffle. Shout you guys out online. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. That's the mushroom one.
Yeah. Whoa. Give me that one.
But
But hey, Liz. I mean, I love you so much, man. I can't thank you enough.
So I'm going to say goodnight.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy to meet you I think I probably met you hearing your voice.
Yes.
I think I met you during the BLM protests. So
Yes.
God bless you. I'm sorry you had to move to Santa Barbara, but I'm glad that you did and got a great place. So
Thank you. Thank you.
all right. Good night, everybody.
Good
All right,
night.
love you, Liz Compa. All right,
Night,
let's.
All
All
right.
right.
Someone said the show was getting boring, so the kids are in bed now, so I think it's time to get
All right.
spicy.
All right. Well, it's boring if you're not interested in local politics, and I get that. But hey, guess what's not going to be boring? Biking down Main Street, and when you get a citation because you weren't paying attention to shit, that's going to be on you.
They can try and catch.
Yeah.
They can try
So
and
shut
catch
the
me.
fuck up and let me do my own show. Go
With your
watch the
dumb
show.
ass.
Yeah.
We got some comments.
Tell him.
Dumb. Joe, dumb ass, stupid ass.
Stupid ass, ugly ass boy, fuck out of here with your
Yeah.
fucking
I
forehead.
fell off my bike
All
at
right.
14.
Well, let's get to
boo-boos on
Jaylin
the
because
knees.
she is the featured guest.
Oh.
All right.
All
So
right.
hey, if anybody has a question for Jaylin, you call in. You can ask her
That's
if
the
you
mu-
want.
that's the
Call
mushroom.
in. Don't
That's the
forget,
mushroom.
we are
Hi,
going to
you're
be
on Tide Pod.
giving out
That's the
some
mushroom.
edibles.
This is the mushroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? We're doing mushrooms on the Ventura Tide Pod. You're on the show. You got a question for Jaylin?
No, I was actually calling in for you guys. My name's Jonathan Pu'u. I was talking to you guys on Instagram.
Oh yeah. What's
yeah,
up?
is now still a good time? How you
Sure,
guys doing?
man. If you got something interesting to say, but we do have a guest on, Jaylin, which we're trying to feature.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jalen.
What's
How
up?
you
What's
doing,
up?
Jalen?
What's up?
Not much.
What you want to
No,
discuss?
not
What
much.
you want to talk about?
It's not that strong.
It's good. Well, Miss Campos actually touched on
Uncle
it.
Randy says eat it.
It was the Climate Action and Resilience Plan.
Okay.
So there's a lot of really good stuff.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Like, there's a lot of good stuff in there. And I was talking to some people in there. Are you guys familiar with Agenda 2030 from the United Nations?
No, educate us.
Okay, so what? Yeah. So, in our world, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. So part of this is these what they call 15-minute cities. They live in city centers around the world, right?
Uh-huh.
They don't want you guys traveling. So part of this is, with this climate action agenda, there's actually things in there that if you have certain appliances,
If
You
you
get
have
fined.
certain things, what?
if you have certain appliances in your home, you get fined.
What? Why? Like, what kind of appliances? Like gas appliances?
Yeah, if you have
You
a
got
gas
it.
stove, you get
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So most new buildings that get built up, they have to have electric appliances moving forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about the
So-
people that
but-
already have gas appliances? You're talking about those people will get fined?
Yeah, I'm talking about just in general.
Okay.
For me, I'm and this is why I like Liz. She's pro Constitution, which is great in there, and that's why I know she's good and has political empathy. Like,
Yes.
hey, I mean, I'm with you, but I'm going to hear you.
Okay.
So, what is part of the social? What from this 400 plus page document? I read through every page, almost every page. So, part of it was the social vulnerability assessment. So the main areas they're going to be targeting first are the communities in Ventura, particularly on the Avenue and in Montalvo. They're saying that those are the most at risk for climate change. So part of that
Is it?
them trying to go after the landlords and stuff like that in there to get these new appliances installed into there, right?
Well,
So-
that's expensive. So
Sounds like you
just
got to
really
evict them
quick,
first.
just really quick. Because I'm gonna just pause, like hold your thought really quick. If they want these properties to put yourself in these property shoes, okay? You own a property. Let's say you own 50 apartments, and now you are, you're trying to be reasonable with the rent that you're charging. Now the city's coming to you, and they're like, you need to put in these new appliances, and you're like, all right, I have 50 apartments, and I need to buy. I need to buy a dishwasher, I need to buy a fridge, and I need to buy a washer and dryer for 50 apartments.
and a bong holder from Ventura
And
Tide
how
Pod.
much is that going to cost? So now you have to raise the rent on your tenants.
Yes, exactly. And that's one of the things that's in here is the landlords that maybe don't want to raise that rent and opt to keep the older appliances until they do wear out are going to get fined with a carbon tax. So there's going to be a lot of pressure from the city over this coming period, part of this action plan that they're talking about in here. So one of these was I'm gonna put it in here. They're making ordinances based on all this too. They want everybody to all electric, but we're in California and we have rolling blackouts. So
Right.
part of that too is like, you know, we saw it during lockdowns. If you were non-compliant,
She's a real
But does the city of Ventura even have the grid power to have something like this put into place? Like, do we have enough energy for these types of things?
I think that's a question that I don't have the answer to.
Okay.
But my inclination is no. Just based upon our lack of water resources, and we've still not hooked up to state water. It was supposed to happen 5 years ago. Shout out Matt Liver pushing that through. I'm being totally sarcastic about him, but kind of going into with all this electricity and having this approach, they have a 5-step process that's in here. So the first thing is kind of like, hey, talk about it, make people aware about it. I get more.
Oh, you okay?
Which is great, right? But where it comes down to is to pursue local carbon sequestration projects. So, which is
someone just got concussed in here. You okay?
I'm sorry.
All right.
Dude, how baked are you guys?
You know what? We got these mushroom edibles, so like I hear what you're saying, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But just let's skip to the good
I
part.
love
Just
you
tell
guys.
everyone what to look up on the internet and do your own deep dive, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
here's what I say. Everybody should go look up Agenda 2030. You should look up Klaus Schwab, who is quoted as saying, "You will own nothing and be happy."
Mm-hmm.
I would look up 15-minute cities in the World Economic Forum, because these are people that, while a lot of this stuff looks nice on paper, what the ultimate plan of it is to control what you do in your personal sovereignty. And for me, that's where my issue lies, because as Americans, we have our personal sovereignty. We're born with it, God-given right. So for a government to come in and take that away from you about where you can travel or tax you on your travel, you know, some countries already do this. You know, in Norway, if you drive across town, you get it costs like $50 to drive across town. It's a carbon tax.
Mm-hmm.
So
Isn't that like a bridge toll?
It's not good, and that's going to basically force any of these ethnic communities that already have a hard time to be further pushed into these small communities, right? So look up Agenda 2030, World Economic Forum, Schwab, and 15-minute cities. It's one of those things you got to be aware of when all this stuff's coming down the pipe, because, like I said, a lot of it sounds good, but what it's going to be used for by the government, again, Liz talked about it, it's going to make money for the government. Where's that money going to come from? Property owners and the residents. So how do they do that? Taxation and fines. So get ready for and be aware of it, because there is good stuff. Like, I'm not saying it's all bad, but
Tax evasion.
Go down the wrong path there, guys.
Okay, so really quick, what is your name and what's your IG? Because we are,
Where
like
can
I
we
said,
find
we're
you
doing
at?
we're gonna be doing a raffle to give away these
Shout out your
box
biz.
from Stone Dar and
Heck yeah.
Minks of cookies. So yeah, what is it? Drop it.
Well, I love it. So here, check this out. So my name is Jonathan Pu'u. You can find me at Pu'u Muay Thai, PUUMUAYTHAI.
Wait. Say that one more time.
You're going too fast, buddy.
Yeah. We're trying to get you a follower, bro.
Yeah, PUUMUAYTHAI. Oh, I appreciate it. I'll fall back, okay?
All right, cool.
Hey, but hey, good luck to you guys today. Thank you so much for your time. And hey, can you take me out with a bong toke?
Bong is currently
Shit, man. Hang on. Yeah, I can.
Oh, that was tight.
Yeah.
I don't smoke weed, but it cracks me up hearing you guys totally stoned off your ass, you know.
We are supposedly on mushroom edibles.
I don't know what we're
actually
on,
on marijuana edibles and
I'm on
smoking weed.
Cheetos.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Cheetos.
All right, here we go. Got you out with a bong.
Oh man, you're the best.
This a noise.
Hey, what's up with these beats, though?
Yeah, I see.
All
it.
right.
Oh yeah, we need
All right, brother. Take care.
Beats, yo.
All right.
Thank you guys.
All right, love you, man.
Do you have
Let's
an
get to the
auxiliary
I'm turning the phone
cord?
lines off right now.
Yeah, let's get
All
to the
let's
shit.
get to Jay Lynn, dude. This
Do
is
you
what
have
Julius
a
didn't come all the way out here to
auxiliary
listen to
cord?
politics.
While we're doing
All right,
that,
what do
I'm
we
gonna
need?
read comments, but she needs an auxiliary cord.
Yes, thank you.
I got you. In
Okay, I'm
fact,
going
let me
to the
unplug the
comments.
one that's in my phone.
Let me
All
do
right.
this really
And no offense to the callers, it's just dude, we're like not in
gotta
a
pay
good shape.
attention to her.
We're not in good shape right now. You know, here you go.
All right, so comments.
Oh, thank you.
That goes right
I
into
don't-
this thing. So
Comments.
It's a long one.
Oh, okay, cool.
We're doing comments.
It's over there. Look at
Oh, shit,
Let's get to the shit.
We are doing comments.
Record management is
Oh my god.
oh my gosh. All right, Junior, you had one job.
This is why I have not
No.
How you doing,
partaken
Jordan?
in
Daniel
shrooms.
Bienes says shouts out from Simi Valley.
Yeah.
Milk Room said
Yeah,
squad.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Dude, Daniel's gonna love your shit. He's gonna pop a boner when he listens to your beats. He loves music. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And that's not
Is that
harassment, ladies
is that
and gentlemen.
yeah? I was
That's
gonna
just-
say, is
yeah,
that
yeah.
considered like?
I didn't even know what was happening.
Shit.
Here we go. We got it. All right.
Okay, so
No
She's
comments?
on
No
the
more?
Alright,
mic.
alright.
No, okay, I'm doing comments. Well, you guys could talk.
yeah, no, yeah.
Let's feel
you
the
do
vibe
your-
now. Let's feel the vibe. Let's smoke a joint,
Oh,
dude.
over the music. I like that.
All right.
Roll one up.
Daniel
Junior. Let's do
Bienes
this.
says, "What's your thoughts on Erica Badu?
Erica
Erica Badu.
Erica Badu.
Imagine.
I'm a degenerate, so I don't know how to read.
Yeah, you're also
Legendary.
Generation Z. You don't know what that shit is.
Daniel Bienes, much love. Shout out to Liz Campos. Milk Room says we love Liz.
I love
One,
this
two,
too.
three,
Daniel
one,
Bienes says the East Coast street bicycle culture is very popular on
Try to
TikTok.
be on the
He spelled
beat.
TikTok wrong. Jordan Barney sends 3 black
Not
hearts.
from me.
Okay, Jordan, what up?
We just talked to
805
Muay Thai,
Uncensored.
but he said, "Yo, I'm gonna call once
We
Liz is
got
done."
Randall on the mic.
Dangerous intersection, Main Street and Fur. Saw numerous people get hit on their bikes there. Milkroom says such a missed opportunity with banning bikes, and then ODK all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, is that a female?
That was Milkroom.
Okay, well, that's cool
He's
too.
my boss.
Yeah, that's cool too. I know how you got the job now.
Kids will be kids sometimes. Daniel Bienes says a parking structure was supposed to be built on the corner of Palm Street and Santa Clara Street.
Sound a little salty, Daniel.
What should us Ventura residents do when approached by the city council minions?
Squad up.
Tell them.
Square up.
Square up.
Yeah.
Square up, Buster.
There's a lot of
Next
things
guest
we
on the
can
show.
say. A lot of things we can say. Oh, look it.
We're live.
We're live. Yeah. Here we
Young
go.
Christ
Here
says
we
this
go.
podcast sucks, and then I commented these nuts. And then
Okay,
Gary,
thank you.
Gary
Thank you.
Paulson says sucks to suck for the person. in the
Okay.
word.
All right, Gary.
No, I think he was referring to the person that says
Yeah.
it sucks.
Oh,
not
okay,
to us.
okay, okay.
Yeah, Gary ain't doing that.
We've been getting some negative vibes lately, right, Julius? I mean, you know.
You know.
Hey, at least you got his name right this time.
I'm just fucking with him.
All right,
At
shout
this
out,
point, it's comical how retarded
Yeah,
I am.
yeah.
shout out VTP, but we need to give the light to some other callers.
Yeah,
Daniel
alright.
Bienes says stay blessed, Liz. Liz Campos says thanks, Daniel. Who's been
Alright.
your favorite bassist lately? Says Daniel Bienes.
Okay.
Who's been my bassist lately?
Favorite bassist.
My favorite bassist? Oh man, I think my all-time favorite bassist is actually gonna be Danny Sedeno, who I know from Revel Concept, but he's in a couple different bands now out in the Coachella Valley, up and coming. He's just dope. He actually made a couple of my earlier beats, so yes.
Hold up.
I have a question for you, Jalen.
Yes.
When are you gonna start doing those beats live again?
As
We really love
soon
that
as
shit.
soon as I get my place together. So it's gonna be dope because my new place actually has like an office. It used to
Really?
be like used as the actual office
Okay.
for the apartment building, but they actually are gonna move it across the street. So I have this whole ass fucking office that I'm just gonna be building my studio out.
Cool.
So I just telling everybody to be patient. I have to be patient with myself. You know, this whole music making thing is it's a process, and living your life is a part of that process. And I'm just saying this for artists that are out there that get down on themselves because they're not constantly creating and putting content out. Like, no, that's not how it's supposed to be. This is not fucking McDonald's. You are not about to pull through fucking drive-through and pick up some music. Like, your art, there's a lot of meaning to it. So be picky with the details. Be picky about the kind of instruments you want in your... I'm working on an album that I wanted to drop in May last year, but I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm taking my time with this because there is a specific sound and I want to make sure that it sounds good. Same with painting. I want to make sure that what I'm putting out is like, if I don't like it, I'm not going to put the shit out. But I am gonna get back to making beats. I have been actually writing music and doing like a lot of vocalizations and just kind of putting and piecing together songs. So now I just gotta put the lyrics to some beats.
Oh, we got a guy named ODK that might be able to help you out with that. Everything you just said is like the opposite of how we run this podcast. We're like, let's put it out, low quality, quantity over quality, you know. And it's a little loose out here.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's a lot
wrong with it.
No,
yeah.
it's
shit is like throwing a hot dog down the hallway right now.
Yeah.
Yes, but
those shrooms are kicking in, man.
Good.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't.
That is?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know. Is it just me? Am I the only one? Oh, okay.
So you told us to take a little bit of out.
Now.
He breaks off like almost. He breaks off almost all the cookie, and I watch him eat half the piece he grabbed, and I'm just like.
I ate
Jalen said
I ate
that
more than anybody.
I was like, Jalen said to take pieces like this.
Yeah,
I
had to. There was actually one time I was making music with my
What's gonna
homegirl
happen
Luna, and I had taken a little piece, and I felt like I didn't feel it. I felt like I didn't feel it at first, and so then I took another piece, and I was like in the middle of fucking creating a beat, and I was like, I stopped, and I was like, dude, I cannot create right now. And she was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I can't work. I was like, that fucking cookie just hit me. I was like all shroomed out. I was like, bro, I'm trying to do left brain shit and work on like, trying to do math here on this fucking computer with these beats. And I just cannot do left brain shit. Like my right brain just totally kicked in, and I was like, and I still had to take her ass home. So I'm like on the fucking road.
Driving on shrooms
dude.
is the best. Just kidding. I don't do that.
That shit, I do not condone that.
No.
But everything
We don't
looked
consent
like
nothing like that.
no, we do not consent that. But it felt like a fucking video game. It felt like a video game. I felt like I was in like Mario Kart or some shit.
Yeah,
like everything just like lit up. I was like, that shit was crazy.
You're like, run over that shell. Run over that shell.
Or you know, like is it Grand Prix or something like that? Like. It just felt like a fucking video
Mazda.
game.
Hey, real quick though, I wanna keep it. I wanna keep it on the music. So, you know, the homies Stone Darn the Minx.
Yes.
Are you familiar with who they stay with?
Who they stay with?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so shout out to my boy Randall. He makes music. He makes beats.
Not me.
Okay.
So maybe hit up Stone Darn the Minx. Ask him about my boy Randall.
I literally just saw Aaron like on my way here. I went to go pick up the cookies first. And shout out to Stone Darn Minx.
Yeah, all day.
So.
Hey, what's up with my cookies?
They taste so good.
They do.
Yeah.
Oh, and they make non-infused
so
cookies also.
Word.
So if you just like cookies and you just want to eat cookies, like sometimes these cookies are so fucking good how they make them. They're like so soft, just baked at that gate. Right. And I want to eat the whole fucking cookie, but I can't.
Yeah.
Oh
Doughy.
yeah, I fucking love that doughy shit.
So what I don't
Me
know,
too.
it's-
Junior, you don't know.
It's
You don't
regular cookies.
You know what?
Eat this. It's a
Then
small
it's
dose.
THC.
Eddie ate some of that chocolate.
Jalen.
Then it's
Is this an acceptable
shrooms,
dose for Junior?
also known as plant-based.
It's
And then they got
it's,
infused shit. Stone Darn the Minx.
The mushroom.
Minx with an X at
That
the
one
end
should
of it.
be okay.
Yeah, it's like a microdose, bro.
I want to take this
Yeah,
home and give it to my grandma and be like, oh, they're keto.
Don't
'cause
do
she's on
that.
a keto
No.
diet.
Take half. Take
She'll
a little
probably
half.
no. You gotta take her in the garden after that. You'd be like, let's go
We
garden.
have a big ass garden in the backyard.
Yeah,
I
you just
wanna
take her in the
cookie.
garden and she'll be straight.
Oh, yeah,
Take
no
her as
shit.
a yeah.
Shoes, let her-
Yeah, just let
Can't
her
mix it
give
up.
Let her
her some
ground.
You're not
water.
gonna feel
Tell her
it.
to lay down on the ground. She'll be straight. She'll be straight.
kicking it.
She'll be looking at the stars. She'll be like, oh my god.
I've been kicking it in the dark, listening to some crazy ass music, and
Yeah.
like watching scary movies and shit.
The first time I ever shroomed, I felt a light inside of me. Like I close my eyes and I can literally see a light. That's actually when that's when I discovered my voice and my like the vibration of my fucking voice. It was
It's an
so
amazing
crazy.
story.
That shit fucking tripped me the fuck out.
So if it wasn't for shrooms, you might not be here like as an artist.
I mean, I was already making music,
Okay.
but it was like even more so like it just the tone of our vibration and how our own voice like fucking vibrates. Like that shit was tripping me out. Yes, but I love
yeah.
Shit's real.
it kind of gave my
Absolutely.
music more groove. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah. I fucking love shrooms. I swear by shrooms up and down. I fucking love shrooms. I also like ayahuasca. I love DMT.
Hell yeah.
Oh wow, you go
You
deep.
do it as a team.
But it's
You go
like
deep. Does that not make you poop yourself? sometimes? The
I don't need
ayahuasca?
that. I don't need that. I don't need
That's
that.
if you have something in your stomach that, or something in your body that's not supposed to be there.
You just gotta evacuate before you do ayahuasca.
Yeah,
That's a
you
pro
need
tip.
to. Well, you're
Yeah.
actually supposed to. Well, yeah, you do have to evacuate your body.
Yeah.
Like you literally have to do a cleanse for at least 2 weeks before you could do ayahuasca. So you have to eat clean, eat plants, eat less meat. Some ayahuasca trips, they will allow you to like eat like some fish before, some chicken before, but yeah, you definitely have to evacuate everything out of your body.
You got to do an enema
You have
before
to
too.
do a dieta.
You don't have to, but
But
would
it's
you rather?
it's probably better that way.
Yeah, would you rather go to the bathroom on ayahuasca or before?
Well,
I
not
would go
just
rather
that.
go before because
Taking a shit on shrooms, it's so like violating.
interesting.
Nobody else feels like that.
Yo, I'm
No.
not gonna lie. I fucking feel like that. I
love
remember
it.
one time I was like, fuck, not right now. I'm in the middle of a fucking trip and I have to like, and you're fucking tripping. Like,
Yeah.
Because I'm so fucking like.
So you don't like pooping on shrooms?
I'm trying to get in my own head.
Dude, I would think.
I'm so
Yeah.
vulnerable at
It's
that
like giving
point.
birth.
It's like if I don't have a gun and I'm taking a shit with shrooms, I'm just like tripping.
no, and then when you go to the
sensitive.
bathroom, if you get stuck in the mirror, I get stuck in the bathroom. Like I'll literally,
Yes.
there was like, I was looking at a droplet of water and it was shining so bright. It looked like a little city inside of the droplet of water. And then I'm washing my hands and I'm looking in the fucking mirror and I kid you not, I see myself when I was really young, like as a little girl. And then I got older, like I looked old, like galactic old, like I was like far, far away. And when I went in the bathroom, I was kind of like slumped over. And then I saw all these like light rays coming out of the mirror into me. And whatever it was like telling me like, I'm healing you. You'll know like when you're healing. So it was tripping me out. So, well, not tripping me out. I was like in a trance. And so then
I'm in a trance right now.
so I decided to like
I'm gonna
leave
do
the
that tonight.
bathroom
I
and
think I ate too much of the cookie. Yeah.
it felt bomb. I went downstairs, my homegirl's outside and she's fucking looking at the stars
Junior.
and shit.
Come on, Junior, get on our vibe, bro.
He's
Come
like,
on, man. Junior, roll up another joint.
Yes,
Let's roll up
please
another joint,
do.
my friend.
I
all
thought
right.
I thought we already had one rolled. No.
That's just good. Y'all
Yeah,
been
we smoked it. We smoked it. Yeah.
I've been
Do you
make shit, go ahead, man.
Jalen, you walk a lot.
I love walking.
You have a lot of steps and whatnot. Is that part of your process in music, or is it a meditative thing?
It's
What's
a
going on
meditative
now?
thing. It's kind of crazy because it used to be a meditative in the sense that I used to like to listen to music and walk because I love listening to music. But I got to a point the other day where I actually had to turn off my music because I can hear the birds. And I don't know, I've never felt like this before, but I was like, damn, I actually need to turn off my music and just like walk. And it really helps me, especially if I'm like getting anxiety because I can't make music right now and I want to create. You know, I'm feeling like these creative juices. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't really have the space right now to like set up the way I need to set up. So when I go for these walks, it really inspires so many ideas, so many like art
Silence
ideas.
is
you know,
or
like
underrated.
it really
A
helps
lot.
me as an artist for sure.
I went on
Jules,
a
you call
music
him a
strike for a while. I think it was like 3 weeks. I listened
What's
to
a?
no music.
You called it a Silas? What is that?
Silence.
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 Oh, I was like a Silas. I
high.
thought it was like another dimension. Yeah, I am. OGK, I am. Yes, very true.
You should go outside and
As I
lay
am
in the
every show.
grass.
I would, except for I do own a dog, and I'm
Oh.
pretty
And we're
sure
running a
I
show.
picked up his shit. But yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
have a? Is
I'm
there
also the
is
boss
there a
here.
children's slide that you could just lay on this?
Yeah, there is. There is under the grapefruit tree. Yeah, I'll be as soon as the show is over. That's exactly what I'll be doing. Yeah.
Damn, y'all making this shit sound real fun.
I'm riding a bike.
E-bike. Yeah, yeah.
I love shrooms.
I'm
E-bike.
getting wheelies after this.
Do you play guitar too?
I do play the guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play it as well. What's your what kind of guitar do you play?
Randall plays the
I
skin.
play a nylon string guitar. It's a classical. It's a classical guitar.
Okay, got it. I do.
He said the skin flute.
Yeah, I do play the skin.
What sounds come out of that?
Have you
I
heard
don't
of
wanna know.
Have you heard of spiritual secretion?
Spiritual.
No, I have
No.
not.
Spiritual secretion is where we had
Let
to.
it out.
No, dude, that's where you actually don't let it out, Junior. It's where you don't jerk
like when you
off
don't- okay.
for 30 days, and like a lot of that energy is supposed to go back up into your pineal gland.
I can't even go
Oh.
five.
I believe it. I believe
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's
I
called
believe it.
spiritual
I can't even go 5
secretions because
hours.
it
I believe
secretes
it.
into your brain.
I
yeah.
believe that your sexual energy is like it's like a bang.
One way of getting
Yeah.
head.
It's like a fucking bang. And the more that you use it, the more broke you're gonna be. Like I strongly feel like that. I feel a lot of times that I mean, if you actually look at the chakras.
I'm with all that shit.
Yeah, if you look
Yeah.
at the chakras, okay, so you have the root chakra and then you have the
Junior,
sacral
listen.
chakra. And your
Listen to this.
your sacral chakra that's where your sexual energy comes from. But that's also where your
Definitely.
creative energy comes from.
Okay.
But yeah. So anyway.
So let me ask you
Bro,
this:
then you-
if it's not too private, but is it like better to be like celibate to get that creative energy? Does that like give you more creative energy,
I'm
or does it
celibate
mess it
until
up?
I have sex.
I mean,
As most are.
honestly,
ODK. ODK, come on, man.
I feel like yes and no, there has to be balance. You know what I'm saying? And I also believe that if you are with the right partner and when you exchange that sexual energy, I believe that you guys can help grow each other, give each other energy, give each other creative energy. So that's where I stand in that. But yeah, I feel like if you are like jacking off all the time, like that's fucking wasted ass energy.
It's like ODK.
That's a wasted ass energy.
Yeah.
Cause you're not investing it
I used to
anywhere.
post.
I'm investing it into arm muscle.
Yeah, but sometimes looks like fucking Popeye over there.
I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. I'm not like hating on it. I'm just saying,
ODK
Okay,
ODK got triggered.
Let me get on. Give me
Why did-
another perspective.
Wait, why did you get so triggered by that?
No, I just
When she
my
said it's
standpoint.
wasted energy.
It's not
Yeah.
wasted energy. I mean,
You see
I'm
them?
not-
Why are you clenching your fist at me? Yeah. That powerful fist.
That's what he's used to
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But no, on the other side of that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just to give you a different perspective, right? At least with me, if I'm upset or
Your
if I'm
girl's listening now.
mad, you know what I'm saying? Like, or if I get mad, I'm gonna just go bust one real quick and then just have post nut clarity. Like, you know what? This shit's not that serious.
Yeah, I need that.
You know what I
clarity
mean?
sometimes.
Jacking off
It's
because
not.
we're mad.
But see, I think that's what you. I think that's what you were saying though. Like instead of like letting it and releasing it out like that, like holding it and actually taking it to your pineal gland or-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it goes up to your brain
yeah.
in your cerebral spinal fluid.
Yeah.
But the thing is, 30 days. It's like everybody says 30 days, but like nobody can get there. I haven't met. I mean, we had this
I
guy
did
Jesse
that
on the show that said he did it for
did that
30
in
days,
jail.
but like I haven't met anyone else besides that
I've
dude.
never like really been like conscious.
For women, it's easy. That's what.
I've never been conscious of stuff like that because like I can easily like I don't know how to say this, but I can easily not have sex or be in that kind of mood because I would rather be like creative. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's like, but I've never actually like counted the days that I didn't do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So who knows if you've achieved it or not? I
Yeah,
definitely haven't.
I don't know, but
I used to post. Remember, I used to post like day 3 of spiritual secretions, and then the next day it'd be like day 1 of spiritual secretions. Yeah, because every time I get to 4 days, it's like
That's
I
just
start
funny.
secreting out to like my wife.
I had to
like she's like
fucking-
feels that energy.
I
Yeah,
heard it's
Jail.
different for guys though, like
that's very much harder.
In jail,
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking jack off.
because us girls,
Yeah.
right? And you can you feel me when I say this. Like this is what I
Y'all need
cannot stand about guys sometimes, right?
Yeah.
They just be in the mood, and I'd be like, you didn't even fucking preheat
Whoa,
the oven, and you're already
whoa.
trying to fucking put
No,
the cookies in there.
no.
That fucking cookies
Alright,
are not
we
gonna
good.
bake. They're not gonna bake. It's cold in the fucking oven.
All right,
Like,
I'm not.
Yeah.
you gotta warm the oven up. Come on,
Yeah.
you guys.
Gotta eat that box.
Oh, we talking about something else? Oh, never mind.
No, but sometimes it's not even about like physical touch. Sometimes it can just
That's
be.
why I look good as fuck.
You know what I? You know
it
what I
could
think
be
the
through
game
mental
plan.
stimulation.
Yeah, the game plan is like 6 hours before you start like grabbing the ass. You gotta go way early because I'm married. It's like
And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna just pro tip to the guys, right? Like,
here we go.
you're gonna go fucking take a girl out on the date, and if
Oh,
you are
I'm not.
trying to like have intercourse, why would you fucking feed her hella food?
Now
Now she got hella food in her fucking stomach. She feel fucking bloated.
Thank you.
No,
Oh,
like,
you don't take
no.
it.
First
What-
of all,
what's
let me tell you
No,
what
no,
to.
no, no,
Let me tell you what to eat.
I like this episode.
Let me tell you what to eat.
You gotta feed her
need
some
to-
pineapple.
You
Go
need
out
to
for
yes,
dessert.
feed her some pineapple.
Yeah.
Feed her some
Done.
fucking strawberries.
Done.
Make sure she drinks plenty of fucking water. I'm just saying it's gonna be more fun that way.
Yeah, go out for
Slip of
dessert and a nightcap. That's
Try
the
to-
date. Don't do the fucking dinner shit.
Have you
Yeah.
ever,
First of
have
all,
you
it's
ever been on a
expensive.
date where
Yeah.
he didn't feed you?
What?
Have you ever been on a date where he didn't feed you? Or she? I don't know. Shit.
There you go. Open minded.
Canceled.
Cancel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
wait.
See?
Yeah, I knew it.
See?
Yeah.
No, I mean you don't always have to go out and
Have
eat,
you
but-
ever been on a date where they didn't feed you?
I'm offended by the way you said the word you.
I want an answer.
It's a thing.
I don't want no wishy-washy. Nah, let me know now because shit.
So yeah, do you feel like guys have to feed you? Or?
No, I don't think necessarily. I mean, okay, if it's gonna be weed, we gonna smoke, right? No.
That's a better date.
I mean, yeah, you can go out and get fed, but there's like so many things that you can do, and food is just a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like there is just so many things that you can do besides eat. Like you can go do something physical, get your heart rate going. You know what I'm saying? Like do
Jack off.
Yeah, not that way. Not that way.
Meet
Yeah.
I'm taking this restaurant.
You can go
can't believe
for
you're
a
in
fucking
jail
you can
before.
go for
It's
a fucking
amazing.
bike
Yeah.
ride. You know what I'm saying?
Take a bunch
Or
of
I don't-
mushrooms.
Look, I'm the best
You
guy. Look,
can
I'm
No,
the
you
best
can
guy to
go
on a date
paddling
with.
on a fucking boat. You guys can try to go surfing.
Well,
I don't know if you
was
don't like
the
to
best guy to
swim.
go on a date with.
You're off the market.
I'll take you on the most fires date.
Wow, your girl's calling BS. I was calling that. Yeah.
She's supposed to do that.
Yeah. That's
We can go on the
good
most fires
relationship.
date. We can go
I
on the
know
most fires
anything.
date
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
there's
I
food
mean,
involved.
there's always gonna be food. I think that food is definitely something that's always gonna bring people together. It will turn the most awkward
When we go on a date,
situation.
we didn't eat.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna eat.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
But you don't always have to eat on a date.
My homegirl watching says I'd rather be smoked and fed.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I would rather smoke and actually do something active and then like eat later. But sometimes I feel like, you know, you gotta be creative. You don't
Yeah, I'm
always
with
have-
you 1,000%.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why my dates be
creative.
fire. But there was always some fire ass
What
food
was
to
it?
go with the date.
What's a good
Yeah,
day for you?
yeah,
What are
yeah.
you
A
talking
good day
about?
for me?
Example.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
You want to hop
Give us
on?
No, a good date for her, not you. Let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
do it that way.
What's in your
What is your-
opinion
what
a
is your lady
fire
like that
date?
you
As the
consider a
kids
good
say,
date?
a fire date.
What is a
Picnic
fire
on the
date?
beach.
Oh,
The
you
beach.
know what? My husband
Picnic
did
on
that
the
on our.
beach.
My husband did that for our first date.
Okay.
It was picnic on the beach,
So
and
it
he
went well.
actually it went very well. It was so dope. Like he actually had fruit, like very light foods. And we fucking fell asleep and took a nap on the beach, and that was the fucking best time of my fucking life. Was to be able to sleep outside like that in his arms. So yes, that is a fire ass date.
Pro tip.
Yeah. And not super expensive.
And
No,
water.
no.
All right?
It doesn't have to be
Elements
expensive.
of the world.
Be outside on your date. Don't be trying to go inside. Trying
Junior-
to have a date on your couch.
It can be.
Can I ask the same question to the joint roller here?
Yes.
What's a
This one
fire
just
date?
got off a date.
Yeah, what's a fire date for
Got in
you?
his hand.
We're smoking 3 joints with a 40, going to
I know.
going to Jack in the Box.
It's probably the same shit I do with Junior. Bike down the main street, smoke a joint.
Nah, I go down to to the Taco Land.
Hell
Down by
That's a fire date for you?
Yeah.
See, simple. Less is more.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
There's tacos.
Keep it
whatever
simple.
they-
Good vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
A
Those
fire
are
date.
dates.
A fire date for me is waking up next to someone I don't know.
What's
Going out with the homies and just waking up with someone random.
Jalen, is like smoking weed like part of your music process?
Smoking weed is part of my music process.
Part of the living process. Existing.
Have you ever like done with weed and without, and then like listened to the difference?
Yeah, I actually did that recently with my homegirl Luna. Like we got fucking high, and you know what, man? I hope she doesn't get mad at me for fucking playing this track. But we made some fire ass shit.
Luna, we love it.
We made some fire ass shit. I don't
like
know
this.
if I can. Yeah, so this song right here is actually called Golden. It's a beat that I did produce myself, and I actually have YG Tut featuring on it. So he already dropped his verse, and if you don't know who YG Tut is, look up YG Tut. That's YGTUT. He's all the way from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and he's just such a dope ass artist. But he is featured on this song.
ODK's girl is tripping on the chat.
No,
Uh-oh.
Some girls tripping.
Some girl. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, we turned the phone line. We turned the phone line off, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Oh yeah, actually.
Oh, okay. Junior, sorry. Junior's screening calls right now because we're listening to these beats and I don't want to interrupt them. You know, I want to get into the vibe. So, but if you want to take some calls, the phone has been going off the hook.
Dang. Yeah, we can take some. We can take some calls really quick. We'll go through
but keep
some
your
beats.
beats going, dude.
Yeah,
I
we
won't
will.
plug
We
it
will.
in
We
until
will.
we need to. Yeah.
You got people at home freestyling and shit.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening out there.
That's what I used to do, listening to your lives.
Yeah.
When you work on, I like joining people's lives that are producing at the time, and then I could just steal their beat before they get a fucking.
How are you gonna steal their beat if they put it on Instagram?
I could screen record it the live.
But you can isn't it copywritten as soon as you put it on Instagram?
No,
Not really.
not
She's like, oh shit.
If you don't have a copyright for that beat that you're currently producing, which is
Anybody
basically impossible because you're in the mix of making it, then you can't. There's no copyright on it.
Yeah, but there's no way that unless you're recreating it yourself.
Oh, that's
the
the problem
cheat
with
code.
the phone calls is we don't have the aux cord. So
Oh yeah, I'm about to pass it.
I'm confused. How are we gonna play music? I'm high.
Dude, I'm either on mushrooms or this text message makes no sense.
Oh,
It says,
wait,
give me 10 minutes. I
have-
have potatoes cooking. Is that
That
you?
makes a
Who made-
lot
That
of
makes a lot of
sense.
sense.
What the
They're
fuck?
cooking potatoes, man.
Yeah. But why would you text that to the Ventura Tide Pod?
Oh,
That's the
because they're
question.
just probably trying to be funny.
I have
Okay.
I have an extra
Sorry,
aux
I'm on
cord.
shrooms, ladies and gentlemen. But, you know.
I have an extra aux cord if we need it.
Why is it taking 10 minutes to cook potatoes or some shit?
No, they said I would call, but give me 10 minutes because I'm baking potatoes.
Oh.
Hey, bring some. Shoot.
Right.
Potatoes and mushrooms. Healthy meal with some rice too.
Wait, I have an extra aux cord.
You do?
Yeah.
No, it's an input
What are you
issue.
doing, Randall? You fucking old.
Hey, top five
You're off
805 artists in your
I
opinion.
look old, but it's just because
top 5 805 artists?
the sound doesn't
Oh
work.
my goodness.
Other than yourself.
Oh, I'm not gonna put. I don't ever put myself on.
I'm first. I'm first.
Hold on. So top 5, I would definitely say Enzom, Mark Ford.
Okay.
Enzom, Mark Ford. Damn, Oxnard. You know what? I want to give a shout out to the old heads too. So I'm gonna say Can Kick, Declaim, Wild Child.
All right. I got a lot more homework to do.
Yeah,
Just-
you
you
gotta
didn't
give a shout out to the old
so we
heads,
didn't know who that
man.
is.
1,000.
That's crazy that you guys they paved the way. They paved the way for a lot of artists out here, and they actually Wild Child broke ground. So Can Kick was a part of a group that Wild Child was in, the Loot Pack, and man, I wish I had internet on my computer. So if you have a Wi-Fi password to give me.
ODK can check that for
yeah,
you. Wait,
yeah.
Don't have the
What are you trying
Wi-Fi.
to do?
You're fucking dying.
But when I moved out to Oxnard, so I got out to Oxnard in 2012, and I used to walk around everywhere. I didn't know who anybody was, and I kept seeing this guy with a big ass afro and a net over it. And so I was like, I'm just gonna approach him and ask him if he has weed.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow. That could go a lot of different ways.
That is how that started. And so I used to see him walk to get on the same bus that I would get on, the 5, Park West, Hemlock. Shout out to Westport, Wainimi. I used to see him walking around everywhere, and we would just have little small conversations here and there on the bus. And then before you know it, we started exchanging music. And I was giving him CDs of my music, and he was giving me CDs of his. And so before this happened and before I met Can Kick, I used to walk around Oxnard playing just random ass tracks that I got from my ex's computer that I just put on my fucking iPad. And there was this one track, it was just called track 6. It was untitled, so I didn't know who it was. But I used to fucking bump that shit like 20 times a day.
Wow, I want to hear it so bad now.
Turns out that this cat that I was like running into, Can Kick, he was like one of the producers on that album. And that song I was listening to was actually created in Oxnard.
Fantastic. So that was a universe thing happening.
It was crazy. And so, then I found out that his name was Can Kick. I didn't even meet him as Can Kick. I met him as Ted.
Shout out to Ted.
Man.
And he never even put himself out there as an artist like that. He was super humble. You know what I'm saying? And but I would always see him with records because he's always like fucking crate digging. I had no idea he was even an artist like that. And then when he gave me his CDs and I searched him up on Google and I was like, what the fuck?
I like when that happens.
I was like, this is crazy.
This is who you was the whole time?
What? This whole time. Like, I was talking to a fucking Oxnard legend.
Did he have weed though?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and he used to hook me up with like brownies. And sometimes like when he would give me weed, like he was like he wouldn't charge me for it, but I always gave him money. And he'd be like, yo, good looking out. He used to bring home like he used to bring these like little weed pipes and like lighters for me from like studios. I don't know. It was cool. Like, and this whole time I didn't even know he was an artist.
Y'all did work together, right?
No, I have not worked together with him because around that time I had left Oxnard to go back to the Coachella Valley. Thank you. But yeah, that was dope. I actually had just came from Coachella Valley when I first moved out here in 2012. And so then I went back for a little bit. But I haven't worked together with him, but I do know another one of his homies, Declaim, who is shout out to Declaim. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Loot Pack. Shout out to Wild Child. And shout out to Mark Ford, because Mark Ford is really doing it. If you guys don't know who Mark Ford is, you guys need to look up Mark Ford also.
Send this to them.
Mark Ford, yeah. Tag, clip, all that.
Yeah. Because then they need to hear how much they're appreciated. What was that like living in the Coachella Valley? Because I always thought my only experience was once I went to Coachella and then these people that live there would come and try to buy my wristband off me. Like
That's
after the
crazy.
show,
Well, the crazy part of Coachella Valley is when I was living in Coachella, I moved out there in like 2007. And so I went to my first Coachella Fest in like 2008 or 2009. And it was so dead. Like,
yeah.
It was
like
not
India.
even, yeah,
You're
like
cold?
it was just crazy.
I got my jacket.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm hot.
It's the shrooms.
Yeah, the shrooms are kicking in. I'm like, sweating.
Nah, I got a whole bunch of questions.
It's
in there.
Yeah, get in there. Ask.
I got too many, yo. I got too many. I'm not gonna give all of them.
Prioritize.
My shit. You know what I'm saying?
We'll give you 5 minutes to ask as many questions as you can.
Let's hit her with the speed
Oh
round.
shit! All right.
Okay, he doesn't even have one.
Yeah. Brandy,
I have
Monica.
Okay.
Monica.
Ooh. Young Money, or I know they don't really go in the same like bracket, but whatever. Young Money or Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang.
Shit. All right.
Elon Musk or Bill Gates?
Neither.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is about to fight Mark Zuckerberg. They have.
You think that shit gonna happen?
Okay. They're both training.
They about to pay $250,000.
No, I only
each?
like watching good fighters.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Tesla.
Papa Tesla and just fucking geek.
What's your number one goal to achieve with your music?
You're not asking questions right now.
I think I got like 3 more. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Logics or Fruity Loops?
Well, right now, I've never used Logic, so I can't even answer that, but I want to use Logics. But Fruity Loops, I've been rolling with Fruity Loops since 2010.
FL is for damn geniuses. I cannot, to run FL Studios is fucking hard.
A lot of people don't like FL Studios, and everybody tells me to do Logics because it's, better. I, only use FL Studio because I've never used anything else, and it takes a lot of time to learn the program. And so I think I'm just scared to try to sit down and learn another program when I know this program and I just want to fucking make music at this time. I don't want to learn shit right now. And
Makes
people,
sense. You don't want to be a computer scientist at this
right?
moment?
I'm like, fuck. And sometimes you have to be a computer scientist because I'll be like, fuck. I'll mess something up on here. I'm like, I don't even know how to fix it. And then I have to figure it out. It's a lot of learning. It's a lot of learning as far as getting the vocals right, your mixes straight, And
Yeah.
Compression.
Yeah.
Anyone that's listened to this podcast know that's like, this place sucks. You know? The vocals are all messed up. You know?
All right, another
Junior doesn't even talk in the
Shit, I
mic.
forgot my last
I'm
question. It was a good one
nice,
too.
but-
Oh, okay. This
Yeah.
one's for fun. This one's just
I'm
for
really
fun.
out there.
Junior, wait.
Even as far as like producing wise, well, keep it with music like that. Apple or Android?
ooh, so I'm gonna go with Android because I like the camera. I really like the.
Oh my gosh.
I use I use my phone mainly for photos, and I definitely do like. But I want to get an iPhone for my music.
There we go. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense.
Why?
Why? Android makes y'all cameras, so just thought I'd throw that out.
And did you know that the parts that are in iPhone are Android parts?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah,
See?
exactly.
Frequencies,
Yeah.
vibrations.
So
Yeah,
technically,
the group chat gets all fucked up, dude. Like I got an Android, and then everyone got mad at me, and they're like, "Look, like you're fucking up our group chat, dude."
You ain't part of the
And then
squad
when-
no more.
And then people would give me a thumbs up, and it would just be like,
because they can't see
Like-
if you read their message or not.
Jerry sent you a thumbs up, Ramin sent you a thumbs up, Brian sent you a thumbs
Yeah,
up, and it's
Jerry
just
likes
like,
the
just give me the
message.
fucking, I don't know.
Jerry likes
Some
the
people
message.
like
Thanks,
to see.
Jerry.
Yeah, thanks.
Some people like to see if you
liked
fucking
it.
read the message or not. Like,
Yeah.
who fucking
There's some
cares?
stuff they
See,
don't-
that's me. I don't give a fuck if either you got it or you didn't. Oh, I didn't get it. Oh, I just got it. Oh, you must have been at the collection then. You ain't got no service in there. Shoot.
Yeah.
All right, those are my
care
5
where
questions.
I'm
You just burned through them like that, huh?
Yeah, I only had like 2.
What's your career goal in your music? Like, what do you? What's the end of the rainbow
my end of the rainbow.
besides this
Man,
podcast?
I mean,
Yeah.
for me, it's just to get like my real music out. I'm very picky about just putting anything out. Like that's how much I love my music. So I won't just put anything out, but I have tons of music, and for me, I just want to continue like learning more classical type of music. That would actually be like my like where I want to
Like Beethoven.
yeah.
Nice.
I like instruments. I love sounds. I don't know why I'm
Very skilled musician.
I'm a geek when it comes to that because music is science and it's mathematics, and I feel like once you understand music, you just kind of go into a different realm mathematically. You just kind of like get it. You kind of see the patterns, and therefore it makes you more open to be able to break more rules.
Yeah, you got to learn the rules, then you learn. How
Then
to
you
break
then
'em,
you can
kind of
learn how
that
to
same-
break them. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have? What do you? Because your creative process sounds like it's just unique to you. Like no. So, but do you have like advice for the youngsters, like ODK over there?
So for the youngsters, what I would say and what I see a lot is a lot of people are so like focused on their creating music. They beat themselves up because they have to do life. They have to adult. And I see a lot of musicians and artists that are out there that they really want to chase music, but they're not really chasing music like that. They say like, oh, the music is all I have. I'm not about to work a 9-to-5 job. And I'm like, you need something because your music comes from your life experiences. There was this one program that I saw on Netflix. It was a cartoon. It was like this cool ass animation, and it was this guy. He lived with his parents, and his parents kept asking him to do chores, and he didn't want to do any chores. So then he got angry and he left the house. I'm good. And he ends up in this jungle magically with a bunch of fucking drums around. And he just starts like beating on these drums. And, you know, he would go home and he still would refuse to do chores, would come back, start beating on these drums, until one day he found this drum that he was trying to master. But he couldn't figure it out. So the guy that owned all the drums were like, you need to go back home. And don't come back until you know that you can master this drum. So when he goes home, he starts doing chores. He's washing the dishes, and he notices the round motion, and he's like, oh, okay. You know, and then he starts sweeping, and
Mr.
he's
Miyagi
like,
type shit.
oh, okay. You know, he's folding laundry, and he's seeing the motion of his hands. So then he's like, I know how I'm going to master this drum. So he goes back and he masters that drum. And I feel the same way with life. I feel the same way with the 9-to-5 hustle. If you can go out and hustle and work, yeah, who cares if you're working underneath somebody else? What you are going to learn is some fucking valuable ass skills. And that's why a lot of kids that go to college, they do have a better chance because they are surrounding themselves around high level people that are able to give them the knowledge for them to move forward in life, because it does take a community, you know. But if you are around like people that are not going to push you to that point, then, you know, what are you doing? And you're not going to be able to push your music until you figure out how you can get yourself set up financially. And sometimes you have to learn that from people that are already established. So it's okay to work a 9-to-5 job. It's okay. You know,
shit,
like,
I do. I'm fly as fuck.
It's okay, man. You can do it.
It's okay. You gotta
Yeah.
do something, you know.
You gotta find a way to use your 9-to-5, and you have to find a way to incorporate your 9-to-5 into what you want to do.
Yeah,
And
it
you're
could actually
gonna
be
learn.
valuable.
You know what I mean?
It can be very
Yeah.
valuable for you
Yeah.
as an artist. That's
Big
all I'm gonna
time.
say.
I work in the restaurant industry, so I tell jokes at the tables, and they hit every time.
Yeah.
I do
It's
a lot
great-
of my comedy
It's a great outlet
at
for you.
my 9-to-5.
You're gonna learn different systems, and you're gonna see how these certain systems, you know, like how their business runs, and you're gonna figure out how you can run your business too.
Yeah, and you also see a lot of
Big
crossover. Like you learn like how to master this situation, and then that applies to like so many other skills as well.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to make yourself
Well-
the VP or the owner of your position. At least have that mentality. Like, I'm a buster. I clean tables. But damn it, I'm the fucking CEO, the GEO. You know what I'm saying? I'm top-notch
You're a good
table
buster.
cleaner, fucking president of this shit.
So you said that you work in like the restaurant. So
Yeah.
I actually had this business that I started in 2019 because I moved out on my own. And
Great time to start a business.
Right. Man, my job was not enough to cover the rent and my car note. So I had to figure out a way to make money, and I started a food business called Blasian. And I brought in Filipino.
You're half Asian?
And yeah, I'm half Filipino. I brought in some Filipino food, and I brought in, you know, a mixture of African American food that I learned from my dad, and I just, you know, fused it. And I sold it every weekend. And I was able to pay my fucking rent. I was
Fried
making
chicken
like,
and adobo, motherfucker.
you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Exactly. I would do the chicken adobo with the cornbread.
A little balat.
Hey, what you use? Oh, no, we'll do that later.
I wanted to comment, but I don't want people to think I'm racist
Who gives a
because
fuck?
you guys
Say it.
Okay,
you guys
then
can
don't say
say
it.
chicken, but I didn't want to say something and it'd be like bad.
Oh, you cute, you cutie
So
pie.
you just chimed in to
Someone-
say you don't
yeah.
want to say something. All right.
I said colored
Yeah.
people the last show.
Hey, I
Yeah,
just
that
wanna-
went out.
hey guys, I just want to say something, but I'm not going to say it. All right.
No, I wanted to. It's just disclosure. I could have
Say
kept it
it.
to myself.
Yeah.
No, just say it.
All right.
ODK is uncancelable
So-
for some reason.
I'm canceled.
Did you hit the wall? Or did you have any of the cookies?
I did not have any of the cookies. I'm just smoking.
Okay, yeah, you're not gonna-
because
You gotta drive back.
yeah. I definitely got to drive back, and I'm gonna cool out at the beach out here. Probably go walk real quick. It's already 11:21.
Don't tell people that.
No.
Yeah. Don't announce that on the show.
Don't go
They're
to
going to look
Surfer's
for you.
Point.
Some
Yeah.
creepy people
Don't go to
watching
Oh
the show.
yeah, no,
Yeah. No offense.
no,
We
because they're
just say
not.
DM
They're,
us
they're
and
not
just
gonna.
say
They're
some
not
fucking
gonna.
crazy
Yeah,
shit to
they're
us.
not gonna
Yeah.
find where I'm about to walk at.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Don't even trip. It's secure and we're good. Don't even.
Junior
trip.
works security. Just so you know. Junior, Junior's on the job.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Junior, how high are you right now, bro?
Word.
How high? Like, I'm on shrooms and I'm like, this guy's high. What the fuck is happening with you? Damn, dude. All right. You're on another level. Good for you.
We're like
Good
talking
shit,
about
bro.
fucking.
We're gonna go ride that e-bike after
economy
this.
and the
Yeah.
bike and the laws and chronic tacos.
Chronic tacos.
All right, we got some
Good.
comments.
You got to, okay.
Yeah, we got
Go
some
ahead.
comments.
Read 'em.
Pua Mortai says, Liz, good to know. Thanks, guys. 15-minute cities. Read up, be educated, and show up. Mahola.
Mahalo.
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 He's a
Junior has been speaking nothing but facts the whole pod. I agree. Joint roller for mayor.
He didn't say shit.
Fuck yeah. No,
Give
Give him credit.
Yeah,
Let's not take away
yeah.
his. Let's not take away his
Minx,
his crown.
Minx says, bless his heart.
Minx?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Minx, blood
Minx?
brink. I think that's my friend, but all right, so.
All right, your friend sounds fucked up. All right.
Do we
no
have
offense,
somebody
Minx.
on the phone?
Bless his heart, holy man.
We did, but
They hung up.
yeah,
And then
hung up 'cause-
men
here,
and
I can call
women
him
who
back.
play instruments are actually cognitively more advanced than their counterparts. So we're smart because we play instruments. Randall plays the skin flute, so he has a lot of
Yeah,
fucking-
can you play the?
What the
all I
fuck?
care is can you play the skin flute? You know.
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding. I have no evidence of this. These are just accusations.
Please leave your message for 714.
Okay, I'm not gonna announce that message. Okay.
714.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was just calling him back.
Yeah, if you call back, call
We
back.
will be ODK. Look up a good phone number in Texas for us to call, just for later. Just keep it on ice. Yeah, keep it on ice.
Call Longhorns.
Longhorn. Yeah.
Good old
Let's
Big
go
Bang.
Florida.
It's called a bunny ranch in Nevada.
Let's go motel in Florida.
Motel.
Yeah.
In Florida. Can we bring our
right.
alligator and our
Going
12 gauge
out.
Well,
shotgun?
I actually want to unplug my phone and hear some more of these
going
beats.
Fort
from,
Lauderdale.
Jalen. You wanna? Are you gonna create, or are you just
I'm
gonna
down
play
to
some of the
create.
things? Yeah.
I'm down to create.
All right.
That-
Because I
can
feel
get-
the.
I'm high.
Okay.
Yeah, if you feel the vibe, I mean, no pressure.
I'm on the line. You guys talk, and I'm just gonna sit here and I'm fucking.
Okay.
What's your
that?
guys'
Hey.
favorite type of cheese?
Pepper Jack.
That's a pretty good one. You know?
Provolone.
Yeah.
Whatever the one with the holes is.
Oh, Swiss.
No.
You like
Oh,
Swiss?
ODK with this
No,
Joe.
nah, I can't see Swiss.
I like
All right, this is nature,
shredded
baby.
cheese on fucking tuna sandwiches. Is that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's whatever. If you like
Do
it,
you
you like
put
it. I'm not
ketchup
here
on
to
your eggs?
judge. You know.
No,
I'm not
who
here
the
to judge.
fuck-
No, I don't do
I
that.
put ketchup on
I
my
did
hash
when I was
browns
a
occasionally.
little kid. I would do that, but
See, that-
I
that
grew
was-
up.
I was
He's
just like-
Japanese, so it's different. That's custom.
Let me see what
I'm an American. You know.
No.
They say I'm an American.
Were you born here?
I was.
Okay.
Not
then
here
you're
in
good.
Ventura.
There's that
but,
one song
yeah.
from the
Are you an anchor baby?
I'm not sure what that means.
It means you're born here, like, so your parents wouldn't get deported because you're.
No, that's not why.
That's. I think that.
I don't. At least I haven't heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, is this the hand drum? Please tell me this
Hand
is the
drum.
hand drum. You know that thing, Jalen? You know that? It's this hand drum.
Can't get it off my mind. How we highly criticize, including I to myself. I figure we ride till we die. Life is a trip and then you fly or throw it all away. Reality is the same thing as a dream, but in a frame. Blow my ego one time up. I'm feeling so confident. The flow is provocative. There is no stopping it and no apologies. We constantly rise up from all of the crisis. Yeah, mind carries crisis. Careful of what it entices and what is ignited before you're divided and left indecisive. Be more precise with the moves you make and the grooves you make and the tools you make before you create. Yo, let it be gone and let it be known that I came from my throne. Get the fuck out my zone. You don't gotta go home. Just step out my way, cause I'm trying to create. Give a fuck what you say. No, I cannot relate. How you get down is not how I was raised. Jump in the Volkswagen, right state to state. Something that's worth having, jack of all trades. And yes, I'll keep chatting, then turn next page. Until you know it, transform this rage into a beautiful, poetic expression for you to engage.
I don't want to freestyle anymore.
Let me slow down.
She is hot.
There's a crowd.
That was
Next,
like,
she just ain't gonna stop laughing now. This is what we got now. She's,
yeah, that's an all-time
Let me
great
shut
moment
up,
for this
Julius.
whole show right there. Yeah,
I can't stop.
calm down.
Bars.
Thank you.
ODK never
Now you
gets
gotta
excited
rhyme
for
doodles
anything.
12 times.
No,
Yeah, that one, I just had to let that one out.
thank you, thank you.
And it was
That
really-
I feel
that was
better now.
That was like a
Yeah.
yeah, that was a spiritual secretion.
Thank you.
know? Yeah.
Thank
There
you.
it is,
Thank
there
you.
Hell
There
yeah.
it is. There the fuck it is. Thank you.
Yay! Let's go.
Yes. We're gonna just, you know.
It's Tuesday night.
It is a
If you're
Tuesday
doing
night.
something better on a Tuesday night than watching this show in Ventura, then you don't know.
Flip it, oh yeah, you can
My God,
ride it down
Junior.
the street.
It's just like, look,
Flip it, oh yeah, we be busting down the block. Skip it, oh yeah, we be riding down the street. flip it, oh, it's amazing. Ooh, skip it, oh yeah, we be riding down the street. Flip it, oh yeah, we be busting down the block. Skip it, oh yeah, we be riding down the street. Flip it, oh, it's amazing. Yo, it's Friday night, one more hour, then I'm off. I have another hour after that, I plan on heading north. But first I hit the bathroom, then I'm gone. Bust another swisher down tonight, I'm going home. I mean, I'm in the zone, I'm about to groove tonight. Up in the Malibu with something smooth tonight. And before you try to conclude tonight, let's get this shit to crack and go and cruise tonight. Yeah, skip it, oh yeah, we be riding down the street. Flip it, oh yeah, we be busting down the block. Skip it, oh yeah, we be riding down the street. Flip it, oh, it's amazing. Flip it, oh yeah, flip it, oh yeah, flip it. It's amazing. Ooh, flip it, oh yeah, flip it, oh yeah, flip it. It's amazing. Ooh. Hey.
Y'all fucked up now. I'm about to get these bars all night. Hey, Eve, girl, watch out.
Okay, my mind be tripping,
Oh,
my
here we
mind
go.
be slipping, don't give a fuck, going through flipping through the dimension, doing all that shit, no mentions, talking all that shit, no pension. Don't give a fuck about no tension, doing the terrorists, doing that shit cause I'm clever, doing what I can while I ran, don't give a fuck, bitch, cause I got the gun on, don't blame off, going head on for the headshots, don't give a fuck, gonna go home. Ain't got no goals in living, just trying to make a million. Gonna stack up for pavilions, don't give a fuck about civilians, cause I designated driver, fuck that shit, I'm high all night. Don't give a fuck about that shit, cause I'm all right.
That was a bar. My bad. I didn't mean to do that.
Hey.
Contact shit be kicking in. Designated driver. I'm not a rapper.
Go ahead, try it.
I wish I was.
You want me to try to rap?
Spit some poetry.
Something.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Cheetos, cookies, weed with the Ventura Tide Pod.
Hey.
I don't even rap, but my shit be real nice. I like my sugar like you like your spice.
Hey.
In the daytime, I go to work. Mess with me or mine, you might get burnt. ODK, that's my guy. Make sure you check out one of his freestyle signs. That means he's an art and he can draw. He gonna ride his e-bike on bike. I fucked it up.
With a helmet.
I'm gonna do it again. Hold up. ODK. He can draw. He gonna ride his e-bike anyways. Fuck the law.
Hey.
See what happened? I caught that shit.
Okay.
All you haters watching, you thought I dropped that shit. Stop that shit.
What?
Motherfucker, I will rock your shit. I'm going to the top of the mountain.
And knock that shit. Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Junior's turn.
Hey.
I'm good.
He too high. He
You
really
can
high
sing
playing.
something too. You can
gotta
just be
rap
like.
for our guest named Jay, man. Come on, what's but just do it. Fuck the negativity and have some fun.
Hey.
Pretend it's like smoking bud. Off the top, like dude.
Go, Randall.
Yeah, Randall. Let's hear some.
Hey.
Oh, no, I can't do this.
The name's
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
and I like sandals.
Yeah.
Randall, sandal, handle.
I'm a vandal.
Off the shrooms, I clear a room, just meet you doom. Don't give a fuck about that shit or what you doing, dude. Because I just take any chick to the flick. Don't give a fuck, bitches like checks mix. I'm gonna fuck with the different colors. Don't give a fuck about that shit or others because I be doing my I be doing my shit while I can. Don't give a fuck popping them Zans like I used to, but I be chilling on new shit. Don't give a fuck roll up on my dick. I don't give a fuck cause I won't slip, and you know that I'm too slick. So I be fucking on new chicks, and it's just like doing different. Don't give a fuck if you listen, cause you might just go missing. Not to mention, got a mission just like it was Call of Duty, looking for that big old booty, and you know I'm fucking looting, just like the Tomb Raider. Go fuck all my haters. I don't give a fuck that shit, just like I was Slayer with the lightsaber because I'm high. Can't think about that shit, don't need a fucking alibi. Be posted up all night because my shit is fucking dry.
Okay.
It's bottomless.
Damn, right?
There it is.
He did not just catch another case, all right?
There it is.
Allegedly.
Okay.
What we doing, Jay? What we doing? I'm gonna add it.
Yo, I don't freestyle, so I'm gonna sing a song. Y'all was really dope and really put it along. Now, before I pass the pipe, let's pass this bong and eat some shroom cookies. We all gonna get along.
Already did. Yeah.
And next person that call in, you got to battle.
Yeah.
Call in
and do a
call in and
non-racist
call
rap
out
battle,
who you.
please.
Yeah, we don't do we don't do the racist shit. All right.
Yeah. Don't do one of those stupid racist polls.
Please don't.
Space actually, they're gonna have a cipher July 1st.
Okay,
Oh yeah, there's gonna be
cipher.
a cipher. You know, cipher is like
What Kendrick Lamar started with, what J. Cole started with, Schoolboy Q, it's just a fucking
team backpack.
Explain what cipher means.
You know what cipher
to me.
means? Okay, so cipher also means a code. And so I don't know if you ever heard that Erykah Badu song. I'm gonna pause this really quick. That song, on and on and on and on.
Oh yeah, of course.
The cipher keeps moving like a rolling stone. So Erykah Badu was actually putting a lot of ciphers in the song, period. And so I'm gonna decipher it right now. All right. So in one of the verses, she goes.
She watching the show.
How did it go? She goes, I was going underwater with $3 and 6 dimes. Yeah, you may laugh, 'cause you did not do your math. 1, 2, 3. The world keeps burning. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a day. So let me break it down. She goes, I was born underwater with $3 and 6 dimes. $3 and 6 dimes. Any person would have been like, you're fucking broke. $3 and 6 dimes. And if you break it all the way down to pennies, that's 360 pennies. 360 degrees. So she was born underwater. She was reborn. She actually also throws a lot of. So she's a 5%er. Well, she throws in a lot of 5% knowledge. So she was basically saying that she was born underwater in that song. And if you listen to the rest of her music, she will throw little
gems in there.
Yeah, gems. Yeah. Even the numbers, the 3 and the 6, $3 and 6 dimes. She was putting out Supreme Mathematics. And so each number,
I don't know what that means.
Each number,
I'm high.
Each number actually means something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Numerology. Are you one of those people that has the 3 numbers?
Angel numbers, you mean?
Yeah. Angel numbers.
I just be seeing numbers. I see them, but I don't be.
You don't own them.
I see them a lot, and I'm just
999.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your son's at 999.
Well, 999 upside down is 666. So it's it depends on
so he's an angel.
It depends on the point of view that you look at.
We had a guy in here. He was number 333.
I'm almost positive. I'm saying.
I don't know what that fuck that means.
I see that one a lot. I see 1111 a lot tonight.
Have you guys
That's to make a wish.
I fucking put it in my phone.
What's up,
Are you
Julius?
guys familiar with looking into your body charts?
Nope.
All right, I'm.
My body count.
Shit, I got one.
Not on the show.
I got one.
Home run.
Hell yeah, I got one.
That's the keeper.
Warm it up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How many of you motherfuckers can do this? I got one forever. Y'all had 13 one time.
Yeah.
She's never coming back. Little dick having it. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I like where that was going.
Yeah. I was fucking bad.
Do you remember your favorite song and will you remaster it?
I definitely want to remaster a couple of my songs because I actually have hold on. I didn't know it had vocals on it. So this is a collab with my homegirl Luna and myself.
Nice. You guys just get high and fucking yell on the mic and shit, huh?
Yeah.
That's what me and Junior do.
Space dust.
Yeah, right?
Do you have a chaser if I do?
Ooh, I wish I was.
And a lot of times,
right
it's just funny. We just be making fun sometimes.
Water?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I definitely thank you for the
it. Yes, you're welcome.
You want a chaser of water?
Chase Tito's with water.
Okay.
What?
No, ODK is gonna do a shot of
Ladies
Tito's.
and gentlemen, as we sit here in high vibrations,
Tuesday.
peace, love, positivity.
And he's on the e-bike.
Hey, the best radio station
E-bike,
name
that
at
is a different form of
805.
vibration.
This is Jaylin with her getting high with her lady friend.
Jalen, he's rapping.
I hope you guys are having fun between the sheets tonight on a Tuesday night. That's what the 805 is all about. Let's go.
Yeah, DJ Reverb.
There we go.
Dude, how high
Time
were
has
you
passed
guys?
us by and
Real
we forget
trap
about
shit.
the ones that we did from the start.
All right.
That was
Let's get this
there,
vibe.
That was there to ride or die. That was there to ride or die. That was there to ride or die.
Is it cloudy in here?
Okay, so okay. So this is another track. Okay. Time has passed us by and we forget about the ones that were there from the start, that were there wrong, right or wrong, that were there to ride or die. Hey, that were there to ride or die. She needs to be here. Yeah, shout out to Luna Crave.
I'll do Luna's part.
Luda Crave, what's goody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm floating.
So
Oh.
Dude, my cheeks.